Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the highly anticipated Safa auction mini tournament. The stage is set, the managers are ready, and today history will be made. This is where strategy meets excitement over the next few hours. Managers will battle it out to assemble their dream teams, all within a tight budget, of course. The stakes are high, the pressure is on, every bit is going to count a lot, and every decision is going to matter a lot. So we have got some of the best talents lined up across four different tiers, and managers will have to be sharp with their bids to secure the best deals. Alongside me today is my co-commentator Faraz, who goes by the name Axel Blaze, a well-known person in the community, a great friend of mine. How are you, Faraz?
Hi bro, thank you for having me. And yeah, man, like one of the most anticipated tournament for Safa and like how it's been in past, and like everyone knows what it brings to the table and like how excited people are about it. So yeah, like we have our managers ready, and we apologize for our like slight delay. Like we were just facing some technical issues. We are gathering managers, but now we are ready. And yeah, I think we can just go ahead with some key rules for the viewers, Blanco, and I think we can go ahead then.
Of course, and I think the rules are quite simple. Managers have a budget of 1.5 billion. All the players are categorized into four tiers: tier one, two, three, and four. And once a bid is placed, of course, there's no going back. So all the players will come on your screen one by one, and the managers will have to obviously bid for them on the chat. And let's see who's able to make a great team out of this tournament.
Yes, man, obviously. So, like Adi, like, can we know like when we can begin and how much time do we need? Because I cannot wait to start, man. Okay.
All
Okay.
right. Okay, and with that, we have the very first name to pop on our screen. It is X Thunder 8. Of course, a great player. I've known him for very long. He was part of Thugs in season one, and he has also played for Phoenix in the past. And
Yeah.
of course, a great player. A very versatile player, if I may say, can play almost anywhere.
Yes.
And can we have
Like
the
one of
bits for
the
him?
yes, one of like even he was a manager in like a last to last draft, and he did pretty well. He has a he's a very good team. He's a very good player. Like he listens to the manager, and as Blanco, so like he's very versatile. So yeah, captains, I think we can go for the bits. So it's tier three. So it's 50 million, right, Adi? The bid starts from 50.
I think it starts from 40 million,
40
if I'm
million.
not
Okay.
wrong. Yeah. So can we have the bits for
Okay.
Thunder?
So here we have Sahib. So Inspector Butthole is going for it. So bids will be in the multiples of 2 till 100, and after 100 like we will go in multiples of 5.
Okay,
And the
so
countdown has started. So
right,
this is the
and
countdown
currently
manager. You
guy at the
guys have to
gig gamer is winning it with
Sagar
42
card is
million.
invalid.
Again, the countdown starts. Guy at the gig with 46 million. Can we have any more bits for Thunder?
Come on guys, let's not sleep on him just because he came early. Like he is a very good player, and only multiples of 2, Sagar bhai. So we have to go for 48.
And I think the countdown has ended. So with that,
Yes,
I think Thunder is sold to Sagar for
yes.
the
The
price of 47 million.
No,
I
no.
think no for I
The
think it went to Prashant with 46 because 47 is an invalid bid.
Okay, in that case, I think we will have to go back and it will be Prashant who takes
Yeah, it
Thunder.
has to be Prashant because it was an invalid bid at 47. So hard luck, Sagar bhai. Just be careful from the next time.
Right. You do not want to mess up while you type, and this can
Yeah.
happen. So, this is a lesson for all the managers going forward. Please be careful whenever you are bidding.
Cool. So I think
All
we can
right.
go to the next player.
Yes.
Guy at the gamer, like a better Prashant we have as the manager. I'm just kidding, man. So let's go. So, Blanco, like I think 46 million is a steal for like a player like Thunder. I think managers,
Absolutely. I mean,
yeah,
for
like
someone who's this versatile, it is
I
a
think it's
great
just
steal.
because that manager just want to keep it safe because he's the
Right.
first player.
Okay, next we have PSN. That is quite a unique username. Uh, can we have more
Yeah,
details
we
about
have his
this
details
guy?
short.
Okay, this is Dwayne Gracias from Dubai, the other Dwayne, a great player, a very known person in the community. He is in tier 3, so the bids will start at 40 million. You have anything to say about him for us?
Like he's not been that active recently, but yeah, like if he's coming with the comeback, and yeah, like he was into like more of into the fitness like last few days, but again, like again he has been a great. I've seen him playing LMRM, and yeah, in recently he was playing in midfield as well. So yeah, very good player. Again, a very versatile player, very a player like a good to have player in your team. He listens to you, and a very chill person in the VC, and he does like whatever your instructions are. So a player like you should have in your team. So
Absolutely.
40 million once again. Sahib Mama starting the bid, and 40 million, and the countdown begins. Okay, so Blanco, the manager seems quite smart. I don't know if that's smart or stupid. They, like I think they know because obviously they have the list, so they know what players are
Right.
going to. Yeah.
I think a few of the managers have already made their mind as in what players they want. They have carefully scouted the player list
Okay,
and
so
they
40
already have some
million.
sort of map. Yeah.
Yeah, so Sahib Mama gets his player at 40 million, and I think not a bad start. Like for a
That is
40
a good
million, you
start,
have
I would say.
yeah, yeah, yes. 42 Sahib.
All right, moving on to the next player.
Just be quick with the with your bets because our countdown guy Flamenco, like he has some train to catch, and I like the speed he's having, and yeah, we have to keep it fast because we have 200 almost 200 players to bet. So let's keep it fast.
Right. And the next name is Jams Hussain, obviously a well-known player, plays for Rikers, has also played for Krief last season, and was briefly part
Oh
of Blitz Academy. Yeah, great player to
Oh
have
my
in your
god.
squad.
So Jams. Okay, so I think this is the first big fish we have in the auction right
Right.
now. Yeah.
And
So
Sahib
obviously
with
one of the
70
best player, one of
already.
the nicest guy I have played with. Like he plays with obviously a Barca fan as well. So I am biased. But again, like everyone knows his capability at like honestly speaking, he is too good in all the position he can play. But yeah, like obviously he is a top center back as a white center back.
Absolutely.
Yes, and that is only because he gave up playing wide mid because he wanted his team to be like his team need help at the center back, and he is one of the
And
best wide mid
Sahib is
as
going
well.
really hard for Jams, and I can see a few people fighting. It's almost a bidding war right
Yes,
now.
yes, we can. Yeah, this is like okay, we get a 100 plus bid now for the first player we have. Okay, so I think like honestly speaking, 300 is not 300 is a fair price. Like at least he should go till there. Come on, boys.
Right. And with that, the
Flamenco is
timer
not
is
gonna.
on.
Yeah, the auction timer is not gonna wait. So please, he is not gonna wait for any big player or any small player. He is not biased at all. So come on, 255 by Prashant Sagar, and but hole is 260, and he wants it. I think Prashant, the other Prashant is here as well. Guy at the kick, 265.
Right.
Come on, we need 300, man. Come on, this is not a. He is like one of the best centre back in the community, at least top five centre back with the technical abilities he has at the centre back. Come on, guys.
And Noobstorm with a bid of 275
Oh,
in
Noobstorm.
between.
Of course, Noobstorm going after all the foot pros, as I know he's a very close friend, but Sahib knows his worth. Okay, so 300, we have our first 300 million player.
Okay,
310.
this seems to be an interesting fight right now,
Yeah.
and the bidding doesn't seem to
Okay.
stop.
Okay, cool. So Sahib, you can like always say mention past, but yeah, let's go. So 310 by last bid is Sahib. Okay, okay. So I see that 315 after the countdown. But no, some like if you have the bid in your screen, if it was before the like one, so you can let us know.
I I think, as per the screen, I think it goes to Sahib.
Okay, like no, it depends on Noobstorm. Like if in his screen, if the bit came before one, then it's fine. Else, okay, I
Yeah, I
think he
think he's wanting to send an
uh
assist.
like Adi, like our uni, can any one of you can please verify it? No, no, Mama, it's fine for you.
Right, right.
Okay, so I got the screenshot, and I think Sume got the Noobstorm put his build before one. So I think we can continue the build. Adi. Okay.
Yeah, and going forward, in order to avoid this, I will encourage the caps to not wait till the end of the
No,
timer.
I think Flamenco is again on a fast train, but that's fine. I think it's fine. But let's go. So 315. So okay, Sahib is again with 320. Cappy, I can see Cappy typing. Okay, so we can I think start the countdown. He wants him, man. He knows what he adds up to the squad. 325.
And the timer starts again. With that, Sahib is currently going to
At the
get
highest.
jams.
Yeah, 330. I have no idea like if Noob Storm just wanted to increase the price, but as they
Yeah,
said,
that is
330 is
quite a good
the
strategy.
no. If
And
that was a strategy, even that's fine. But I think 330 is a fair price for jams. If they
right,
like,
absolutely. So with that, we have our first player to cross 300 for today. Let's
good.
move
Like,
on to the next player,
okay, so
Avras.
we have a center back. One more center back.
Right. And Avras is obviously a very well known centre back. He has played in Blitz Academy previously. And before that, I think he was also part of heavy metal.
So
Uh,
tier three player best starts at 40, right? Let's go.
yes.
Okay, so
Yeah.
ARP, the man itself, and like I think if you can get like him for like a in 200, he's a steel man. Like he's a very good center back. Like people, like he's very like very underestimated. I feel. What do you think, Bangkok?
Absolutely. And I think he was one of those, active folks, during the SNP
Yeah, one
days.
of the
You do not
very
sleep on
active.
this guy.
Yes, yes, he's very active, and I think he like the teams he has played in like didn't have that type of center back to support him to like the place where he can show his true abilities. But again, he's a very good center back. I've seen him in SNP
Absolutely.
when he plays alongside Vanish or any top center backs. Like that's where he actually shows his capabilities. But again, let's
Right.
go. Right now,
And he's
gives
also
that
one of
time.
those vocal centre backs who is going to call out. So that is also something that you would want in your team.
Is a elite foot player too. So there
Right.
you go. No storm.
Case with 105 million.
Mukesh looking for his centre back partner. Mukesh, I think Mukesh has a good advantage in this auction, right? He being himself a very good centre back. So 120.
Absolutely. Come on, guys. Can we have more bids?
Come on, guys. We have to go 200 for this guy. He's a very experienced centre back. He's been playing centre back since like since last 3 or 4 years. Come on.
And with that, we have the timer.
Okay, 140.
Prashant with 140 million.
Yes, we have it. Let's go. So Noob Storm is 145 right now. 150 with Prashant. Do we have 155? Okay, so Sagar Rao is here with 155. Mukesh came again 160.
It seems this is a battle between Sagar, Mukesh, and Prashant right now.
Yep. Because I feel Mukesh very well know the capabilities of Avra. Honestly speaking, I think he has played a lot of
Absolutely.
league games and a lot of games with him. So I think he understand him as a centre back well.
Absolutely. And with that, again, the timer started with Prashant with a bit
Yes.
of 180 million, Sagar with 185 million.
Okay, and it reaches 200. So we have again our 200 million player right now.
And I see a lot of other caps being, staying out of this bidding.
Uh,
I believe they have some plans, definitely.
like because see obviously there are center backs who are very good, but again apart from the play gaming capabilities, you need a person in your VC who is positive all the time, who is active in all the sessions, like whose availability is like 200%. So I think he is the man.
Absolutely.
So I
And with that, I think the player has been sold. And he goes to guy at the
guy
gig, Steam.
okay for 210.
It's a great it's a great signing in my opinion.
It's again a fair price, I'll say. I won't say any overpriced. I think he deserves
Yeah.
that.
And we have
But
Rafi Redwan 99. Can we have the details for him on the screen? Okay. So he is from tier 3 and uh, he
okay,
plays he's quite versatile from his description. Do we have bids for him?
so a tier 3 player best start from 40, can play center back, left mid, wide mid, CDM, CM. Okay, that's a quite versatile player we have.
It's quite a
And,
versatile player and
and
in
a
very
level
good positions.
and he is a level 100 player, so he is not a inactive player if he's level 100.
Right.
He might have not played with you, but of course like he if he is 100 level he must have played somewhere. So
So these are the kind of players, the caps
yeah,
should not sleep on.
you need these. You never know like how these players
Yeah.
can turn out.
Prashant again with a bit of 80 million. He wants to completely finish the auction today. He's wanting to sign everyone tonight.
Khan is actually making his uh, Safa League team, I guess. He just want to test things out on the field with that. But let's see. Come on. I really like the pace with like we are hitting. I like that's very good with the managers as well. So
Right.
let's keep this. We are not doing a lot of errors in the bits. It's fine.
Prashant with 130, which is the latest one. I see Cappy typing.
No, like with the description, like he has mentioned, like he can actually play in defense, mid, and attack with CB, wide mid, and an attacking position. So yeah, he will be a quite impressive addition to the team. So
Absolutely.
one, so 170 from Raj, 175. Okay, so Prashant do
So
want
Raj is out.
Raj is out, and
And with that, we have the timer, and
40.
Prashant is going to win it.
Yeah, like he has no competition in here. So 185 for a very well versatile player.
Absolutely. And with that, Rafid goes to guy at the gig EFC. And currently, I think they have 4 players out of the
Yeah,
14 that they need to fill. So great job, Prashant.
great job, great job. Yeah, Agent Abhi. Okay, so I think I have played with this guy a lot. Let's
Right.
see.
I have played with him as well. I think he plays for Kolkata. He's a very good centre back and he's quite experienced as well.
Yes, again, honestly speaking, whenever I see a player with 100 level in this FC 25 Pro clubs, I think it's a huge achievement, man.
Right.
you can only level up. I think people are not playing Rush anymore to level up their pros. They are only participating in the practice session. So completing 100 level with only practice sessions is like a huge deal. And
Absolutely, it just goes
yeah,
out to show
so
their dedication. Yeah,
and these players like Atletico Kolkata, maybe like their teams are not that well in the league or thing, but again, this is the platform where individually they can showcase their capabilities. So it's very important to.
absolutely.
So six
And we
right.
have bids flowing
Yeah.
in
Okay. So
right,
Raj,
left, center.
Dhanush rocks with an amazing DP there.
Raj pushing it with 88 million. Okay, again, we have a bid from Mukesh for 90 million
Okay. I think Mukesh is putting bid on everyone who has center back in their description.
in their profile. Yeah, he wants his partners sorted.
Yes. Okay. So the timer starts. Okay. So
Raj
five.
with 100 million.
Okay. So 105 the Gnome Storm. Okay. So Agent Abhi goes for more than 100 million. Like, yeah, this is the beauty of draft Blanco. Like, we see players who are not known much in the league, but again, they get their chance in the draft.
Absolutely, and that is what makes auctions special because it's about creating a diverse team.
And I'm sure like these captains are not just putting bids randomly. They
Yeah,
might,
yeah,
of course, they got the player list to like 1 or 2 days ago, so they must have gone through the list. They must have communicated with the players as well, like what positions they can play and stuff.
absolutely. All the captains are very smart and they
I
definitely
just
have
can't.
a plan.
Okay, so the bid is countdown is up. So okay, so Mukesh gets his center back.
And with that, I think Mukesh will have his partner sorted in Sir Abhi Gaming
Yeah,
from Atletico Kolkata. Great signing to have.
Mukesh
His
gets
TV
his
partner is sorted.
back. Yes.
With that, let's move on to the next player.
Okay. A lot of managers are still quite interesting.
And next
Anwar.
up, we have Anwar Suhil 7. Can we have the details for Anwar? Okay, he is a tier 3 player, can play centre back, DM, and CM. It's from tier 3. Game, by the looks
Okay.
of his description, looks quite versatile.
Again, a player which I have seen playing in many different clubs. But yeah, again a very versatile player, CB, CDM. So of course it has CB. So Mukesh, go for it, man.
Jojo's with straight 100 million bid for
Oh
him.
my God. So Jojo is here. How can we forget Jojo? Sagar Kumar, best friend. Okay, so the bids are at 105 right now. Okay, Jojo with 110. I am True Blue enters the lobby.
And I think that is the first bid from this
Yes, yes,
captain.
yeah. So it's one. Okay, so you're okay. You're upbidding yourself. So it's 195.
Raj with 130 million.
I think till now. Okay, let's complete this bid first. I don't wanna. Okay, so I am True Blue. Like I am sure he knows him very well. So the countdown
Of
begins.
course.
Raj going for 150.
Okay, Raj and Sagar are fighting it out for
Come
this
on,
player.
I'm sure like I am True Blue wants him. I for a reason I'm getting this feeling that
If he wants him, then he has to go all out for him. There's
yeah,
no
like
other way.
and like he's making it very obvious as well because till now
Because
he was
Sagar
waiting.
doesn't seem to back out. And Raj with 170 million to just counter both of them at once.
Okay, so 180 comes from I am True Blue.
Raj is out. Do we have another bid from Sagar? Or else we have the countdown.
Three. Okay, Sagar is here again. 185. Okay, so I am True Blue is out. But I think he played a great game here, man. Like he literally increased the bid. till 180 million for a player like that.
110%.
Yes,
And with that,
I'm sure like he really wanted him, but I think he is just cautious with his budget. Like he knows how much he wants to spend. But
indeed, and with that, the player goes to Sagar.
now, team 12.
And with that, he has his first player sorted for a price tag of 185 million. Can we go to the next player? And we
Okay.
have 21 voids. I
Okay.
know this guy.
Yeah.
He's a great keeper. I have seen him play previously in a lot of teams, and always, kind of uh, felt great by how his reflexes
Okay.
work.
No, he is my like how I never forget my pull up and colleagues. Like he's been a part of pull up and as well, and he's a pretty versatile player. Yes, you're right. He plays goalkeeper, but I have seen him playing like wide mids as well. Like in even in my last draft tournament where I was captain, he was playing as wide mid and he was very well. So I think you guys should go for him. A good player. Like he's a very decent player. He knows how to cut back. He knows when to track back and stuff. So okay, so the bids are here. So 42 right now with Mukesh.
We have the timer. Okay, True Blue with a bid of 44 million.
44. Like again a player who is very active. Like if you need a player who will be there in all your practice session, who doesn't like he doesn't do a lot of mistakes. But yeah, like if you want to go for a decent player with a decent price, I think you should go for him.
Absolutely, Faraz, and I think it's a great player to have in your squad.
And 100%, like obviously he has mentioned that he has not mentioned a GK position there, but like obviously we have seen, but we are not committing like he will play GK, so it's on your own risk. But again, okay, so we have Inspector Butthole at 56. Okay, so True Blue right now have him. Okay, so okay, cool, Sahib.
And with that, we have our timer here, and Sahib
Okay,
passes away, and
okay, the
Blue
bid.
currently is winning with 60 million.
Yes, 3. Okay, so Mukesh comes in. Mukesh he's just not letting True Blue take any players.
We have the timer again. Uh, as of now, okay, again, there is a bid from Mukesh.
Is there again? So True Blue is again there with 70.
So currently, it's a fight between True Blue and Mukesh. It's a battle that they are fighting against each other.
See,
And
like I am damn sure like this guy with the True Blue guy, he has gone through the sheet, man, with the players list. He knows what players are underrated and he can get them at the lower price. So I know what he's
absolutely, yeah.
he has done homework very well, and he's like obviously he will go for the big players as well, but again you need these players to fill your squad and who are actually good with availability and with their attitude in the VC, but at the same time you need good players as well, like a high good. Yes.
And with that, I think Void goes to True Blue. Okay, let's move on to the next player.
Okay, what was the Milton R9 Ice Engine Team 9. So 70 million is a very good price for him, man. Good job.
Absolutely. Moving on to the next player, we have Boost Baba.
Okay,
Okay.
who's Baba is here.
Yeah, I know this guy for a very long time. So he was part of the Xbox community. So I've been knowing him for quite a long time. Great player, good friend of mine. Is quite good when it comes to playing attacking positions. So great player to have in your squad for us.
Yes, man. Like I think more like obviously you must have seen him more in the Xbox community, but the time I like the time I've been following him, like he has improved his game a lot, man. At a striker. Like he is right now a complete fox in the box. He gets a chance and he finishes it anyhow. Like any scorpion kick, bicycle kick, everything is scored in the Safa League. So I know what type of a dangerous striker he has become right now. So I think like minimum like 200 or 250 is a steal for him. Like captain should go for him. A very good striker, a very good person, and a very good player as well.
100%. And as we had expected, bids are flowing in. A lot
Okay,
of
so
people
already have
bidding.
110. I know okay, I don't want to ruin it for the managers as well, but let's go.
Yeah, and with that, Dhanush is currently winning with a bid of 110 million.
Come on, you're not letting him go for that price.
Mukesh Sagar
Trust
trying
me,
to.
he's like he's that striker you who won't complain much, but again he will give you goals. That I can guarantee that.
Of course, and any cap who are planning to play a four back, they will have their striker sorted with Boos.
Yep, yep, like a very good foot player as well. Like I usually play co-op with him. He carries me a lot, but again, the
So
point.
with that, Mukesh is currently winning the bid, and I see Prashant with a bid of 145 million.
Okay, Prashant, you can be a bit more quicker because I think Flamenco you just missed him. You almost missed him.
Yeah,
Okay,
of
so
course, I think he knows why
uh,
he is so good because they have played in the same team together.
yes, exactly. So Mukesh has passed. I okay. So I think he goes to Sagar.
Sagar for 150 million.
Wow, what a striker for a 150
That
million man.
is quite a good deal, in my opinion.
Yes, like
Quite a
I
steal.
think like he's a steal if he's going on day one at 150. Like if he was going at the same price on day two, I would have understood it. But like on
Right.
day like this is a steal, man. Very good, yeah, Sagar.
Moving on to the next
So,
player, we have
so
Samant.
so we have
Right.
someone right now, my Cruyff teammate, who just won his debut cup in his debut tournament as well. So one of the like very good centre back. If he is playing centre back, I have to check. Okay, so he is playing centre back, and
That is
a
good for the Caps.
yes, yes, he's a very good centre back. He played alongside Tailspin, and like trust me, like I never felt or like never let us felt that we need a centre back because a lot of players left us. But again, I think Sahib knows how good he is. He literally carried our defense with Tailspin, and he is very positive on the mic. He listens
Absolutely.
and he is a ball winner. He is a very like he don't do much mistake, like never do any mistakes in the box. I know him very well, and I think you should go for him, guys. He is like
Absolutely agree with that. Yeah, Faraz.
yeah, he's literally like a Pau Kubarsi of a community. He just started playing, but again, he is very good. He feels
And for
like he
someone who just started a season ago, emerging as a new talent, this is quite special.
yep, like again one of the most improved player. He literally joined us mid season and he changed everything for us, man. Like we cannot get better than that. So 220 with Sahib right now. Okay, so countdown started. Okay, so
And
it goes. Okay,
with
okay.
that, I
So
think Sahib wins the month.
Sahib gets
It's a
his
great signing.
yeah, Sahib gets his Cruyff teammate again with him. So a very good signing. I'll say that very good signing.
And I think with that signing, Sahib's centre back worries are sorted. Moving on to the next player, we have Nahel, one of the big
Okay.
names to come. Obviously, a great player, has played for Rikers and joined Blitz, I
Let
think,
us
last
have the
season.
details. Okay. So tier one. Okay. 1-0 only in the multiples of five. Maddie Bhai. Okay.
Cappy with
Okay.
250
So
million.
two
That
players.
is just a mad bid from Cappy. And
Okay.
ARP 275 million. And Dhanush with
Come on, guys.
290.
honestly speaking, we don't even need to tell like what he's capable of. So you guys already know. Then that's the reason the bids are at 350 or 330 right now in like 10 seconds.
Absolutely, and it is quite justified. And we have the latest bid from Dhanush at 330 million. Do we have any counter bids?
Okay, so
Cappy 335 million.
340 from Danish. I think I think we can see the first 400 million player. Anko.
I think so as well. And I would not be surprised if that happens for us.
Yeah, like honestly, like it's a fair price as well, right? It's not a.
And I see Cappy has also researched quite well. So
I
it shows
I'm
that
happy
all the
about it.
managers have done their homework before coming
Of
to
course,
auction.
like uh, there might be people behind who are helping them as well, but again, that's a part of auction.
Absolutely. And Dhanush currently leading with a bid of 355 million. Do we have a counter from Mukesh?
Come on, Mukesh, bhai. We need. We have to. We need 400 man.
That's
Not
360
then who
million.
Okay, so it's a timer has started. 380 million. Okay. No storm is here. He came like a storm, man.
Yeah. And he was silent and he was just waiting for his
Nah,
opportunity.
like I'm actually admiring him a lot. He's been part of all the big bids till now, but never went till the last. So good strategy by him as well. Okay,
With
so
that,
right
I think
now,
Mukesh is out of the
okay,
bid and
he's
Prashant with 390 million.
90 million. So we are seeing 400 Blanco.
Right. Come on, let's go to
No,
400, I would say. So Cappy and Noobstorm both are out. And with this, I think
what
Prashant
Ario
is going to win it.
Okay, so I think bill is completed. So it goes to Prashant, right?
Right. That's
For
a great
390 million.
signing.
Yeah.
And
Like
I
a player like you need in your squad because like to basically to announce the other team that what your team is capable of. He's that kind of a player. So like the opponents will obviously strategies for such players. So
right, and I can already see how good Prashant's team is looking even now. So great job till now. Moving
great.
on to the next player, we have Alan Vro. Can we have the details for him on the screen, please? Okay, he is a tier 4 player. Uh, I'm not sure what level he is. Okay, he is 77.
Okay, guys. So tier four players here. So the best star is 10, right? 10 million.
That
Okay.
is correct.
Okay, so the 10 million. Okay, so come on, guys. Like he's a 7. He is like if he's 77, then of course he's playing, and there's a reason he's a tier four player because he is the level up and stuff is not that high. But come on, there's always a chance that where you can give the like give these players an opportunity. So okay, so right now we are at 24, Raj bhai, and with Sahib Mama at 26. Okay,
Right, and with that, Sahib is out of the bidding war, and we
okay,
have the countdown timer as well.
and the best stays with Raj at 28.
Correct. And I think with that, the player will go to Raj. So
Yes, like
congratulations on getting this player.
signing at 28 million, right? You need such players.
And for us, these are the players that make up the squad.
Yeah,
You
like
obviously need to have players.
yes, like if a person have registered, he's paying, then of course he'll play. Okay, we have War Freaks. War Freaks might
Right.
get an EFC 25 sharing partner. So for that sake, you guys can bid for him. I'm just kidding.
Right.
He's a great player. Again, like he was playing with Phoenix, and right now he's with Infernal, and like I'm hearing very positive things about him. Like he's a very good player, and he has like all his availability issues fixed till now. So now he is available for all the games. He'll be there. So right now we are 80, a very good winger. Like trust me, Blanco. Like on his day, he is like one of the best players on the pitch.
100%. And I have seen him play for Bengaluru, and I've also seen him in SNPs, and he's quite a
Yes, like
great
I've
player to
seen
have in your
like
team.
like he uses all his skills very wisely. Like he know what skills to do at what time, and he's always a threat inside the opponent box, man. Like I really like his gameplay. Only his availability used to be an issue, but now that's fixed. So I think 105 million. Okay, so 120 million. Mukesh knows him. His I think with in Bengaluru they might have played, but I think many players have seen him, man. Like he's not that in the community. So it's 125 with Sagar Rao. Okay,
Right, and it's a steal, I would say, for 130
like a
million.
very good player, man. Like if he comes to your like for the practice every day, and if you are able to make him play in the role he wants to, then he's a very good player. I'm telling you guys, don't sleep on him.
Right,
He's a
and with that,
he's
I
out and
think
out
Prashant is
winger.
going to win it.
Yeah, he's an out and out winger. Like you won't find many. You will find wide mids and LMRMs, but this he's a proper winger. Like he will create chances for you. He will win penalties for you. Like he's that kind of a player. And at the same time, he don't lose a balls as like a lot as well. Knows when to cut back and when to go forward.
Right. And I think I've seen him grow, from last season to now. I think it's
Come on,
crazy
140.
how
Like we can have
much he
160.
has improved.
Okay, so Mukesh is at the 145. Fine. Okay, so guy coming with 150. Come on, guys. He's a goal scoring winger. He's not just a winger who will create chances. He's a goal scoring. He's literally a second striker, even in 4-3-3.
Absolutely. And with him, I think, any team is going to not have to struggle for goals or assists.
Yeah,
So he is very aggressive.
he's a very active presence inside the opponent box. Like opponents are always like he's a trouble for the defenders.
Absolutely.
Okay,
And I think with that,
one
the
six.
timer ends and
Yeah.
Mukesh is going to win it.
Okay, so 160 for Mukesh. I think a very good player he has got with that.
I would say it's a steal for us.
Yes, man. Like a very good player. Like again, as I said, if you can manage him to get him on all the sessions, which I hope he has fixed it because he was trying to convince me. Okay, so we have Rezu.
Of course, a
I just
name that
yeah,
is well
have to
known.
confirm which one he is because we have two.
Right. And as I expected, bids are flowing in 200 from Cappy and ARP with a bid of 205 million. Of course, being in MV,
Okay,
he knows
like
how good he is.
of course, like he was the top scorer and Golden Boot winner and everything, right, Blanco?
Of course, and I mean,
Then, oh, like
he
I don't
is
need to.
one of the, most, looked
On,
up
like he is the
players.
top scorer. He was a top. He scored in like semi-final, knockout games, finals, and everything. What else you want from a player? He's a big game player.
Right. And he's very consistent, and we have
He's very
seen
consistent.
his, contributions for MV in throughout the 3 seasons. So, of
Yeah.
course, I mean, anyone that gets
Like
him
if
is going to have their attack sorted.
there has to be a first 500 million player, I think it has to be him. Like as per the stats, like as per the performance he has given in the league, I think we have seen him because we have experienced it live on our streams and everything. So
100% agreed.
like he can score from out of the box, he can win penalty inside the box, he can create chances. Like he's just not a goal scorer. He is very good with like the passing and like the game awareness is too good. Of course, ARP is very well aware of it.
Yeah, but interestingly, the bids are coming from players caps who have not
I
been in
think
MV. So this is quite interesting.
of ST20. Come on, guys! He is literally the best striker right now in the community. Like there is no second debate with that.
And Sagar with 325 million to counter Dhanush.
And we are not even hyping it. Like he has his numbers to show for it. Like we are not
Right.
hyping. Is the best striker. He is actually the best striker in the community right now.
And Dhanush with a bid of 345 million. Sagar coming up with a counter bid of 350 million.
Come on, we have to go 500, man. I don't see this. I don't see this is our debate as well. Okay, so
Absolutely, and I see
so the time
Mukesh
starts.
typing
Come on, guys. You don't have don't wait for others. Like Flamenco boy is on fire right now.
right. I mean, if you want to go for him, you cannot go wrong.
Yeah,
I mean, you will definitely see why he is so expensive. Sagar with a bit of 360 million, currently leading the bidding war. We have the timer.
we have the timer. Okay, at 360. I think we will get a bid.
It's
Okay,
3, 2,
cannot.
1. I think with that, Sagar gets Rezu. I mean, what do I say for us? I mean,
I mean,
getting
my
him for
I
360
don't know.
million, I
Like,
don't even know what to say.
yeah, these people have gone crazy, man. I don't know
Yeah.
what like they want. What they want? Like they want to sign Messi from Miami or what? Like
Yeah.
what? What else did they
What a
want?
signing from Sagar for a price tag of 360 million. Great signing to have Rezu in his squad.
Yeah, like if Nehal went for 390, then I think 360 is absolute steal for him, man.
100%. Moving on to the next player, we have T Cool 47.
Okay,
Can we
so
have the description
yeah,
for him?
like I've seen him playing in Blue Tigers. I think his name is Tariqul, so that goes with T Cool. So let's have his details.
He's a tier 3 player from Bangladesh, another level 100. Uh, can play in attack anywhere in attack. And
Okay, so yeah,
he's
he comes
also the
for.
captain of Calcio, so he has experience.
I think tier three it's tier three ARP. So I think that starts with
40 million.
40 million. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so he has mentioned that he is the captain of Calcio. So that brings all the leadership and the experience with him as well. So yeah, like he has come for some few fill-ins for us in Blue Tiger, and he's a pretty good player. Like he has played striker, and yeah, he is a good striker. So again, a level 100 player you need. You never know how good he turns out, Blanco.
Absolutely, and I have also seen him play, and a great player to have in your team, and he has the experience of
Yeah, like of course,
playing and managing a team,
yeah,
so
I'm
that
not
will come quite handy.
100% like not disrespecting Calcio or anything, but again, if he gets like a very good players around him, so you never know like what
What a
he.
steal for Prashant getting Tariqul for 48 million. What a deal!
Okay, so it's again guy at the kick.
Right, and I
Has,
see him making his team. His is like
yeah, like
almost half of his team is done.
honestly speaking, it's not even looking like he's just picking up random players, bro. Like it's an absolute good team, man. I'll see like Thunder for 46, this Tarikul for 48. I think he is.
100%.
Yeah, he was doing things sensibly. It like it doesn't matter you complete your team on the first day, but you should get the right players. That's
Right.
important.
And with that, let's move on to the next player. We have that Unicycle
Okay,
912, another friend of mine from Xbox. I've known him for quite some time. You know, a great friend of mine plays for Blue Tigers, is the captain and manager of Blue Tigers, highly experienced, and he
again,
is
yes,
a great
he
centre
is
back
the
to have in a
manager of
team.
Blue Tigers, a very good centre back. I like. I don't like honestly speaking. I really like the way he plays centre back. He keeps things simple, and yeah, he tries to take the lead as well. And he's a really good player, man.
And he's a great person to have in your team as well.
100%.
He
Like a
will
very
listen to
guy,
you,
a very chill
and
guy.
is also a leader as well.
Yeah, he keeps things calm in the VC. Like no matter, he always gives us input in a very positive way, so it doesn't offend anyone that way. But again, a very good player to have at the back.
Yeah,
So
and with that, we
we
have
have
bids flowing from Dhanush and Mukesh at 170 million. Dhanush with 180 million. Seems fair.
teams fair, but I think he deserves more. He's just again a very underrated player who doesn't play SNPs or with any other club. He only enjoy playing with his Blue Tiger teammates. That's the reason he is being a bit underestimated in that way. But again, 200, we have 200 right now. But you can go
Right.
via yeah, guys. Trust me, he's a very good centre back, a very experienced centre back, a very good
And let's not forget how well Blue Tigers have done under his leadership. So definitely, someone with lots of experience that will also help the captain building their team.
100%. Okay, so it's 200 with Dhanush. I think it's his first player, if I'm not wrong. Dhanush is Sand Mister. Dhanush, can you please confirm your team name?
Dhanush is Starboy.
Starboy. Okay. I cannot see the whole screen. Like stuck for me.
Right. And with that, I think that is the first player that goes to
Okay, yeah,
Starboy.
that was his first signing. Okay.
Yeah. And with that, let's move on to the next player. And we have Maddie PJ 27. Can we have the details for him on the screen, please? So, Maddie is a tier 4 player, can play wide mid, DM, cam, so quite versatile. What about you, Faraz? Have you seen him?
Like, bro, as I said, I repeat it again. Like, a 100 level player is never a player, never a bad player. Like, he has enough experience, and a tier 4 player. So the best starts at 10. So again, if you can get him like under 100 million, so again, it's a very good steal for you guys. And obviously, like, you should give these player opportunity because this is the platform.
Absolutely. And Mukesh with a bid of 40 million. So he is going hard for this player.
I know that
And Jojo with a bid of 42 million. And with that, we have the timer on the screen.
uh, just a second.
Do we have any more bids? Okay, we have a bid from Mukesh for 50 million, and the countdown timer starts. Any more bids for Maddie PJ? Jojo coming in with 52 million. Mukesh with a counter bid of 54 million. And we can
Okay.
see more and more bids are flowing in.
Okay. So okay, we are at 56. So okay, so people have done their homework well, I think.
And I'm
So
not surprised.
62.
I mean, if this is happening, then definitely people know. I mean, no
Yeah,
one is
like
sleeping on players with respect to their tiers, so they know.
yeah, that's a very good thing.
And currently, Mukesh is winning it with 65 million. And I think the timer has started. Jojo with 68 million.
Okay, so we are at 70 right now. So he is almost a tier 3 player right now.
Right.
I mean, to tier
No, I
2.
think that is
So
tier two. So that's
yeah,
that's that's
so
double the
that's
jump.
a great thing.
That's a great thing.
So 70.
Jojo with 72 million. So the bids are not stopping.
So like the
Mukesh.
managers have done their homework better than us, Blanco. Like they know the player more than us, I guess, because obviously I don't
Right.
think yeah, like any manager
I mean
will
that is
be
why they are caps. So they have
yeah,
obviously done their
definitely
homework and they know who they are getting. So
100%.
Mukesh with 78 million. And do we have any more bids for Maddie PJ?
So it's
We have
78 right now, guys. Come on, it's
and the countdown timer has started. Do I see any more bids for him? 80 million from Jojo. Do you think it's going to cross 100 million for us?
honestly I have no idea with this player, but again, like the
Right,
way the competitiveness the captains are showing, is like really they know him, and it's not only one or two captains. Like I
right,
can see, yeah, more than two captains.
right. This is the beauty of the auction tournaments. that you cannot predict anything. And I think the timer is almost over, and with that, Mukesh is going to win Maddie PJ for a price tag of 85 million. It's
80.
almost 15 short of a tier
uh,
1 base price.
but
That's great.
85 million is not a valid, right? It should be 84 in terms of. So
Right,
we'll consider 80 then, right? Yeah. So it goes to Jojo then.
right.
Yeah. So
So Maddie has been sold to Jojo. Can we?
that's very unlucky with Mukesh, because I.
Right.
Yeah, but again, Jojo gets the player.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I just insist the managers to be slightly careful so that this does not happen.
Yeah, you can miss out your player, so be careful,
Right.
guys. जोजो का वो टीम नंबर 11
So it is, I think, aposties.
apostles,
Yeah.
Apostles from the sky.
of course, Jojo.
Right. Moving on to the next player, I can see Mukesh crying there. Nabil
Nabil Foot.
Foot. Yeah,
Okay.
a great player. Is obviously well known in the community. Has foot in his name, so obviously he's a great foot player, I assume. And is obviously level
Okay.
100 and tier
So
3.
like yes, like he's a very good player. Like I'm telling you this. Like I have actually admired him a lot. Like I've seen him playing like in many he doesn't play in many random teams with only with his team, Bangladeshi teams. But again, a very good player. You should like I think captain should go for him. Tier 3 player, so the bid
Right.
starts at 40. So it's already at
And
64.
after a long silence, I see ARP in the bidding war with
Hmm.
a
I
bid
think
of
ARP
64
is
million.
going with the idea of not having any MB players in his team. So he just I think he wants to prove.
Which is something that is quite nice. I mean,
Yeah,
this is an
that's
opportunity
the
for
best thing you can do
making
in.
unique teams, right?
Yeah, like because
It's not
if
all
he
about,
like if he didn't
yeah,
went for Rizu, then I think he is going with that idea, which is actually a nice thing. But let's see.
absolutely. I mean, the idea of the tournament is to have fun, right? And
Yep.
play with different
Like
players.
play with yeah, exactly. Play with different players. Just make sure like you're giving everyone opportunity. So that's the beauty of the tournament. So the
And
auction time has started.
Sagar is currently winning it with a bid of 70 million. Do we have any counter bids for Nabil Foot? I don't see. And I think with that, Sagar will get Nabil. I think that is
That
a
is for
great
70
signing.
million, right?
That's a great deal, in my
Okay.
opinion.
Again, the Sagar with his five, okay, including Rezu X. Blanco,
And
what do
Boost
you,
Baba, let's not forget.
yes,
So
Boost Baba and Rezu X. What do you have to say about that?
yeah, so he knows what he is doing.
Yeah,
All right,
like he's been
let's move on
absent
to the
from
next player.
the yes, he's been absent from the community, but like he has all the news, man.
Right.
Okay, so we have
Next
Samu
up, we
FC.
have Samu FC 844. I mean, Sam and I go way back. Of course, he was the Golden Boot in season one. He has played under me in Boyo Zamanos in season one and two. Of course, a great striker to have in your team, has the knack for scoring. Will get you goals as he has done for Poyos in over two seasons.
Like
So
one of the like
I mean, he
obviously
has
you're talking
proven
about
himself. So what do I say
yeah,
about him?
obviously you're talking about Poyos, but like I have played him like recently in Cruyff. Like even though the team was not doing well, but he didn't stop scoring, man. I have to admit it. Like at many points, like I was trying to explain him like he should do that. But again, he's very receptive with the instructions and he scores, man. Like if you need a striker who likes to score, you should get him, and he has improved his game a lot, man.
100%. And if you need goals, this guy is going to get you goals.
Yes,
That's
like
something I can
uh,
assure you.
it's just that we never played with he never played with the intention of being a top scorer in this even in the last season because our team was struggling a bit in the first half. But again, he was scoring whenever he was given the chance. He was scoring goals. So again, I think
Right.
people knows him. Like I kind of feel proud about him because he started as a centre back like in IPCL days, and That's again like for his team because he was that time he was managing a team, but now he is a proven striker.
Absolutely. And we have a bid for 205 million from Raj. And of course, Raj knows what he is getting.
Yes, like all the Chimichanga boys reuniting with their.
So currently, Raj and Dhanush are battling it out for Samu FC. And why not? He's a great player to have in your team. And with that, we have the countdown timer. Raj coming with a counter bid of 240 million.
Yes, so we have the countdown started.
And Dhanush again coming with a counter bid of 245 million. And Mukesh again. Come on, guys. If
Come
you
on, guys.
want
Like
him, go hard for him, I would say.
100%, guys. Come on, like he's again like a top five striker in the community right now, and very good striker. Like I'm playing with him in Infernal as well. So again, he is proving himself there as well. So a very good striker to have in your team. So Dhanush, okay, Mukesh has the highest bid right now with his 260.
Right? And I think the timer has started. Mukesh is leading the bid for Samu FC with 260 million. Dhanush comes with a counter at 265 million. And I think that was well within the bounds. Mukesh again with a counter of 270 million. Come on, guys. You
Come on,
have
guys,
to go
come on,
for
like
him.
don't sleep on him. I understand like Razu is a very good striker, but again, with a team like MV, he has been there. But again, I can guarantee you, like Sam is no less. He is a very good and proven striker. He will score a lot of goals for you.
And Dhanush is out. And I think with that, Samu FC is going to Mukesh.
Adi, can we just have a little pause? So I have to leave for a personal reason. So I think Samant will continue from now on. Samant, are you there?
Good evening, guys. Hello.
Okay, so Samant, please take over. And I really apologize, Blanco, and I was really enjoying, but I have some personal reasons. So we'll join as soon as possible.
Absolutely, and it's great to have you, Samant. We will, I think, continue from here, and I'm very happy to have you.
Hello,
All right,
Blanco. Good
let's
to be
move.
here. Let's
Yeah,
start.
absolutely. Let's move on to the next player, and we have Shredcon. I have played with him. I think he has played for, I think, Kolkata. A very good player to have in your squad. Can play left back, left wing. Is quite versatile and is very attack minded. I believe he's
And
again from tier
as we can
three.
see, is very versatile on either side of the pitch, both
Absolutely.
defensive and offensive. Starts at tier 3, which is 40 million. So let's have the opening pitch, please. Okay, Prashant comes in with a 40. Okay, this one seems a little slow. Again, these are, as Blanco, you and Faraz have discussed. These are some of the
Right.
players that you require. Again, it's
To
not just
make
about
your team. Absolutely. I mean, yeah, is
and
what
you
is
obviously
going to
will
help.
have your players that are costing 200, 300 million or maybe even higher, right? But these are the players that are going to make a difference in filling up and kind of taking, following the lead, following the leader, following the captain's commands. Now Mukesh
Absolutely.
and Prashant are going at it 46, 48. Mukesh is at 48. We have 50 from Sai. We have 50 from Sagar as well. Jojo jumps it up to 60. 60
And I
million.
can see bids are flowing in, and obviously nobody is sleeping on this player, and rightly so.
Of course, Saib goes for 62. Again, Milton comes in with 64. Mukesh 66.
And we have the
And
countdown.
I think we might have to give this player a little more time because bids are definitely going to keep coming in. Milton comes in with a 72, ups the bidding by 4. Okay, Sai passes on. Last bid by Milton. Milton at 72 million. 3, 2, 1. There seems like more bids coming in. and that is time.
I think that's a great signing, and for a price tag of 72 million, it's quite a good deal to have. And I am True Blue is going to get this player in his team.
And Milton signs Stratcon for 72 million. That's a pretty good
And
signing. Again, you can't just try to sign players for 20, 30 million and at
right,
the same time sign a lot of players for 300, 400.
right.
You
So I
want somewhere
think
in the middle to fill up the
right.
spot.
I think he's playing his cards quite well. Next up, we have a Nuster. I think. Can we have the details for him, please? So he is from tier 3. He has previously played for APX. Is a midfielder. I might have played with him, and I think he is a really good player to have in your team, and is also very good at FUT. Can we
Yeah,
have the bids for
Nuster
him?
starts at tier 3. Tier 3, obviously the opening bid is 40 million. Any bids for 40 million? Opening bids for Nuster. Okay, Mukesh comes in with the last second for 40 million. Mukesh at 40 million. Okay, the countdown has started. Jojo with a 42. Okay, looks like the bid is going to start. I don't know
Right.
if it's going to be a war, but there's definitely a little competition going on for Nuster.
I can personally say that he's a good player to have in your team. So do not sleep on this guy. And
Mukesh comes in with
Mukesh
44.
44.
44, the countdown. 3, 2, and I think that is Nuster signed for Mukesh.
What a steal, man. The obviously I know what a player he is. So great signing. It's an absolute steal.
Again, APX, sometimes we kind of disregard some teams that are not in the top 5 or top
Right.
10. But again, Mukesh gets Nuster for 44. That's a good signing.
Right.
Next, we have Bowler.
Absolutely, a great friend of mine. So we go a long way back. Obviously, he is the manager of Creative FC, and a great, known personality in the community. Plays anywhere in midfield, is highly creative, and I feel he is going to break the banks here, Samant.
Yeah, he starts at tier 2, which is obviously 70, but the first bid goes for Cappy at 100. Then we have Jojo and Maddie with 105 right away. And I think this is going to go for a big bidding war because Bowler
Hundred
is one
percent.
player that can definitely, command any space that he's playing in because he's really good on the ball.
Right. And I think with him, the good thing is that he brings in a lot of experience. So that is, again, something that really helps in tournaments like this. You need to have experience in your team.
Right, and you need players that are comfortable on the ball because, the good players, when they're comfortable on the ball, not making mistakes, that makes the, team players that are not so experienced in Safa or pro clubs, it makes their job easier. And as we can see, almost every manager is trying for him 140, 145, 150, 155. Cappy with the last bid at 155. Any more bids coming in? I think we might have a countdown real soon. You need to get your bids in right away. Okay, there's a countdown. Okay, Noobstorm comes in with a 160. 160, 160. Jojo with a 165. Cappy 165. 175. Well, Cappy brought his own, upped his own bid by 10. Noobstorm
Right.
with the 175. I think we'll let the bids, fight up a little bit. These are some players where you, at least on the day one, you might want to break the bank because Bowler is
Absolutely.
one of those
And it makes
players you
sense as well.
definitely need. And he's
Right.
versatile. It's not just like he's a good player, he's versatile and good at almost every position that he plays in. 180, 180, Noobstorm with 180, there's a countdown. Cappy with a 185. Okay, Sahib passes on. Passes away chance to sign Bowler. Of course, he played with Bowler as well at Cruyff. Noobstorm with 180. 190, sorry, 190 countdown. There's a countdown going. 3, 2, 1. And Okay, we have 195, but I think we'll need to verify those. 195 from Jojo. But I
Right.
think on our end, Jojo's bid came in after the countdown, but we'll have to verify with a screenshot to keep the bid going.
And
But as it
can we
stands,
have the screenshots?
yeah, but as it stands, Noobstorm is winning the bid by 190, but we'll have to take a minute to verify Jojo's bid. Okay, but it seems like Bowler has been sold to Noobstorm for 190 million, which is surprising. Wouldn't you say,
I
Blanco?
would say that is a steal. To get Baller under 200 million is just like a steal. So I mean, kudos to him for managing him to get such a price tag, and he is not going to regret it.
Noobstorm, could you please confirm your team name, please?
Yes, it is Sandmeester. So with that, I think he gets his first player, a great name, Baller. Right. Moving on to the next player.
Again, a fantastic first player to set the standard for their club. Next,
Right.
we have
And
Diablo.
next up we have Diablo. Obviously, he's one of those emerging players last season. Has played for MV. Is from tier two.
Okay, I
Uh,
think Blanco, it looks like we have the bidding war even before
it's
we get the
already
details.
started, and like I said, it makes sense.
Of course, Diablo is versatile on the pitch in the midfield. So the bidding war has started right away. Arp with 240, Sai with 245, Prashant with 250, Raj with 250, 260. 260, I think we'll definitely have more bids coming in. 270 from Dhanush. And then Sai with 265. Raj raises it to 280. 280 million. 280, 285 from Saib. Blanco, I think we can just take
have
a big
crossed
break over
300.
here, have some water, take a washroom break, because I think the bidding
Right.
war is going to go on for a bit yet.
Absolutely. And I don't know where it's going to stop.
Of course, the last bid from Raj at 305 million. Dhanush stops at 300. The countdown is on 300 million, 305 for Raj. Looks like there's a bid coming in, but the countdown has ended.
And with
And
that,
that could be Diablo for Raj at 305 million.
great signing, and he is definitely, he knows, the kind of difference he's going to make in his squad. So kudos to Raj for getting him.
Blanco, it looks like managers are definitely there are some known players, but I think they're trying to experiment, not just go for the known players and
100%.
break the bank every
And
time.
next up, we have a tissue raisin, that is Aman. Is one of the great players from the community. Plays for Bengaluru, and of course, very well known. Can we have bids for him? He is tier two, so the bids will start at 70 million. I'm afraid, Mehdi, that bid doesn't stand.
Okay, we have a straightaway fight between Sahib and Maddie at 105, 110, 115, 120. Sahib with the last bid at 120 million, 120 million. 120 million. There seems to be no bids coming in anymore. 125. Raj comes in with 125. Mehdi with matches with 125. Raj and Mehdi both raising it to 120, 130.
I think it's going to go like this because obviously he's a player people will want to have in his team. And I remember, the season he had, in second season. So this was amazing. So, definitely a player to have in your squad.
And of course, Aman did, come up to make an appearance in the Safa Cup final with us in Cruyff. And, we had some players that were unavailable. And of course, made a big difference in midfield, which I would recommend go
Absolutely.
back and watch. Good clip from me as well, just a good, quick self plug. But there's a bidding war going on between Saib, Dhanush, Noor, Raj, and Milton. Milton with the 200 million bid. 200 standing strong. Countdown begins. Raj raises to 205. 205 countdown. I think we'll have to reset the countdown there. Okay, Saib raises it to 210. 210 million. Raj raises again. Okay, Saib looks like he is going to stop right there and pass on the player. The last biggest bid from Raj at 215 million, going 3-1, and I think that is sold.
It's a great player to have in your team, and with that, Aman goes to Space Jam, and Raj knows the players he's getting, so kudos to him as well. Moving on to the next player, we have Flamenco again. I mean, one of the great emerging goalkeepers in the community. He was part of Phoenix, the team I played for last season. So of course he's a great player and a great shot stopper. So do not sleep on him. He is from tier 3 and he
Of
is
course,
going
players
to
with Phoenix
save a
who
lot of
did,
goals.
yeah, who did I think reach the semi-finals of the Safa Cup, if I'm not wrong. And
Right.
of course, being tier 3, this starts at 40 million, but straight away we are up to 62, 62, 70, 70. There's bits from coming in from every player. And of course,
I mean,
Flamenco is somebody you can play in different positions, not just goalkeeper. Although goalkeeper is someone every team wants to fill right away.
100% he is very good in other positions as well, and I've personally seen him, so I can fully recommend him to be part of your team. You will not regret.
Of course, biggest bid at 94 million by Saib. Saib pushing in for 94. Okay, I think Prashant bids 100. 100. Okay, another bid comes in from Saib at 105. 105 million. Prashant raises 115. 115. Saib passes the opportunity. I think last bid. Okay, he did say pass, but then he bid 120 million. Okay, but as it stands, 120 million by Saib. Saib bids 120 million. Prashant comes in with 125. 125 raises again to 130, 130 million, 130 million, 135, 135. Another raise by. There's a good bidding war going on, and of course, it's very clear that they want to get a goalkeeper signed right away. Get that headache out of the mind.
And having a manual goalkeeper in your team goes a long way. It's going to definitely strengthen your defense, and of course with someone like Flamenco in your team, you are going to feel relaxed.
And of course, the final bid, Cappy's bid, is not going to be counted because it comes after the countdown. So Flamenco is sold to guys at the gig for 135 million. That's a fairly good deal, I would say. For day one prices, that is a fairly good deal and a good keeper to have in your team.
Absolutely, and I think he will be very happy to have Flamenco. Moving on to the next player on the screen, we have Praveen Murmu 882. So of course, again, like Praveen and I, we go way back. He has obviously managed Thugs, which is a very well-known team in the community. He is currently in tier 3, but trust me, that does not describe his quality. So do not sleep on him. Obviously, let's. I think the bidding has already started, and I can see
I think
Sahib with
for
100.
now, guys, you will have to kind of wait just a few seconds for the information to come in and let the bids begin. Just for the reference to our
I
anyone
believe
watching.
I believe they already know about him. So I mean, they did
No, of
not
course they
need
know,
us.
but I think there's
Yeah,
people watching. Of course, straight away he starts at started at tier 3, but right away up to 160 million. Saib and Raj fighting it out. 160, 165 for Raj. 165 million. Saib raises to 170. 170, 175. Raj Saib raises to 185. 10 million jump. 185 million for Saib. Is that going to be a final bid? 185 million for Saib. 185. Okay, Raj comes in with a 190. 190, 195. Saib raises again 195 million.
I'm suspecting the bidding wars might just go to 300 for a player like Praveen.
I think 300 would be the second player tonight, isn't it? The first,
Right.
obviously, being Jams,
Okay.
who signed,
And been
and looks
proven
like,
wrong.
okay, never was I proven so wrong so quickly. But Praveen is signed by Saib for
I mean, what
195.
do I say? I mean, getting Praveen for a price of 195 million, that is an absolute steal. and Sahib knows this. Of course, moving on to the next player, we have Emmanuel Dave. Again, I know this player, and he has played for Heavy Metal. He was also part of Poyuza Manos, has played under me briefly. A great player to have in attack.
In season 3 played for Infernal as well as Galacticos. So it'll be interesting to see. He starts at tier 3, which is 40 million, of course. Dhanush comes in right away with 40 million. Prashant 42 million. Mukesh rises straight away to 70. 70. Dhanush raises again 30 million by 100.
I mean, a great player to have in your team, guys. I mean, of course, he's very talented and he is going to get you goals, and he's very creative as well.
Dhanush raises it to 150. Again, just to let the managers know, you can raise by 5 million after 100. You don't need to raise by 30 million. But it looks like they were very clear about signing Emmanuel. Dhanush with a bid of 180. Mukesh raises 200 million for Emmanuel, 200 million. 220. Dhanush comes in with 220. 220. Mukesh raises it to 240 million. Dhanush again with 250. 250. Mukesh raises to 260. You know what? I think we can just sit back and let Mukesh and Dhanush figure this out. We'll be back in a few minutes when they've, decided which one. If they're going
and I see 300 million. I mean, what do I say? This is the beauty of auction. You can never predict.
Dhanush comes in with 305 million. 305 million. I think the countdown has started. Looks like, and that is bid done. Okay, looks like a bid came in after the fact, but we'll have to wait to confirm. We'll have to wait to confirm. So is the bid going to continue? So I think the bid is going to continue for last bid by Dhanush. Dhanush at 315 million. Mukesh's 310 is going to stand, which was of course a typo. Dhanush at 315 million for Emmanuel. Again, it looks very clear that they were very clear about wanting to buy this player, and that is done. Blanco, your opinion on this?
I mean, I am as well, but I mean, this is the beauty of auction, and I think he definitely wanted this player in his team, and his objective is complete with that. And of course, a great signing to have in your team. All right, moving on to
Emmanuel Dev was sold to Dhanush for 310 million or 315 million, if I'm not wrong.
Right.
Sold to Dhanush for 315 million. Dhanush could. Dhanush, could you please confirm the team name?
Team 7. Am I audible? Team 7.
Right. It is Star Bhai who gets Emmanuel Day for 350 million. All right, moving on to the next player. We have Maddie Hassan. Can we have the details for him on the screen? So Maddie again is a player for Slytherin. He is from tier 3. So the bids will start at 40 million, and he is quite versatile. He can also play GK as well as outfield. So definitely someone to have in your team.
Again, Maddie comes in for Maddie. 40 million opens up. Cappy 42. Maddie raises 44. Sagar raises it. Cappy again raises by 4 to 50. 52, 54 by Sagar. 54 by Mukesh. Maddie raises 60 million, standing at 60 million for Maddie. Maddie for Maddie. Sagar raises it for 64. Maddie comes in for 66. 66. Sagar comes in at 68. 68 for Sagar. 70 million. Maddie raises again. Again, it seems very clear that there are some players that some managers have definitely come in to break the bank, and they definitely want to sign them irrespective of what happens.
Yeah, of course, and I mean that is something that always happens with these tournaments. You would always pick your friends over anything.
Well, I should have made some friends then. Sagar with 76. Maddie raises again 78 million. Maddie for Maddie. I'm going to keep making that joke. Maddie 78 million. The countdown begins. Sagar raises to 80 million. 80 million from Sagar. Maddie raises to 82 million. 82 million. Countdown starts again. Okay, Sagar goes out. Final 82. Prashant comes in with a surprise bid at 84. 84. The bid stands. It is before the countdown. 84 million by Prashant. 84 million for Prashant. We'll have to see if there's going to be bids coming in. 84 million for Prashant. Counting down. 3, 2, going once, going twice, and that is sold. Okay, that was a surprise signing. Prashant came in at the last second and posed everything.
Right. He was waiting for the right opportunity and he seized it. And with that, another player added in, guys at the Give EFC, and the team almost looks, complete.
Well, we need to
Of course.
remind Prashant that there is day two as well.
Yeah, I think he wants to get done with it. He doesn't want to wait for day 2 of the auction.
You know what? If
All
you're
right.
happy with the team on day 1, just take a break on day 2. Might as well.
Right.
Get
Or
some other work
maybe
done.
organize a practice session. Yeah. Moving on to the next player on the screen. Can we have the next player?
Of course, Maddie has been sold to guys at the gig for 84 million. Next, we have Selchan.
Right. Again, a very good keeper. He has played for Bengaluru. I'm not sure if he's active. Again, from tier 3, can we have bids for him?
Tier 3, of course, starts at 40, but ARP goes right in at 50. Jojo raises it 100 million with Jojo. Maddie raises 105, Cappy 110. Cappy raises 105, Maddie raises to 115. ARP raises to 125, Jojo raises to 130, 145. Oh, sorry, it is 150. Jojo raises to 150 again. Again, looks like they want to get him signed quickly. Bidding war. Jojo with the last bid, 150 million. Nuster comes in with a 155. Maddie 155, Cappy 160, Jojo with 160 as well. Of course, there is another situation where you want a keeper. You want a keeper signed and you want a good keeper. Blanco, have you played with Selchan before?
Yes, I have played with him in quite a few SNPs, and of course, a very good keeper to have in your team. He has experience as well, so I don't think you can go wrong with him, as we can see from the bidding war.
And there's a bid by Maya Prakash with a bid of 195. I think the bidding continues. Cappy comes in with 210 million by Cappy. 210 million from Cappy for Selchan. 210 million, and there's a countdown. Maya raises 215 million. Maya Prakash 215 million. Jojo with a bid for 220 million. 220 million for Jojo. Cappy raises to 225 million. 225 million for Cappy. Cappy with a bid for 225. Maya raises to 230 million. 230 million from Maya Prakash 230 million. Cappy raises 235 million. 235 million from Cappy. 235 counting down. Maya raises again 240 million. 240 million. 240 million. I think we'll have to hold the countdown over here. 240 million, and the countdown 3, 2, and that is it. Maya Prakash signs Selchan for 240 million.
Right, and that is a good signing for Maya Prakash, his goal keeper is sorted with that signing. All right, moving on to the next player. We have a Woken Up Sid. Again, I know him. I have played with him in SNPs, and of course, a great player to have in attack. He is from tier 3, he can play almost anywhere in attack, is very attack minded, and is going to get you goals. So do not sleep on him. Definitely a player to, not miss out on.
Right, of course, Sid, we're just going to call him Sid for now because you're not going to call the whole name every time. Sid bids starts at tier 3, which is 40 million. Of course, the first bid 42, raised by ARP at 56 million by ARP. This looks like more bids coming in. ARP with 56 million. Sagar comes in 58, but of course Raj has a higher bid at 60 million. Dhanush raises 62. Sagar raises 62 million. 62 million. Sagar raises to 66 million. Sagar winning the bid right now, but Dhanush and Raj both come in at 68 million. Raj raises 70 million. Raj. Dhanush raises 72 million. Of course, as you have mentioned, Blanco, the managers have been given the team sheets or the player sheets a couple of days ago. So I think that gave them enough time to kind of, have maybe at least one practice session, see how they were playing. Maybe if the chemistry works out with their what tactics they have
Right.
planned.
Right. And I think every captain has a plan in their mind, and they have specific players that they have targeted, and I think everyone is going according to it. So it's really good to see.
Right, we had a surprise, Boobaba going for I think 150 million if I'm not wrong, which obviously
Right,
all of us expected to be over 300 at least, or if not
right,
300 at least 250. So that was a surprise, and Baller going for 190,
right.
and then
And
we
we
had
have
Emmanuel
had
Dave going for 315 million.
right. So
So
it's quite unpredictable as it always is with auction tournaments.
of course the bid currently at 110 million from Sagar. Sagar bid 110 million, 110 million. Now again, managers, if there's a big bidding war, of course, I would recommend raising the price. I'm sure you can raise the price if it is still day one. I know your banks are still loaded. I would recommend raising by 10 at least, 10, 20 million. 5 million increments. We've got to go through a whole list of players now. Last bid by Raj at 130 million. Cappy raises 140 million, 140 million. Raj raises 145 million. 150 million. Cappy raises 150 million. 150 million by Cappy 150 million. Raj with 155 million. Guys, I'm sure you can get the bid going. You can up the intervals. I'm sure you can raise it up by 10, 20 million with each bid. Raj raises 165 million. 165, last bid 165 million by Raj for Sid. 165 million, I think there's a countdown coming in. Dhanush comes in with 170 million. 170 million for Sid from Dhanush. Raj raises 175 million, 175 million. Raj's bid 175 million. There's a countdown. 3, 2, and we have two more bids coming in from Cappy and Sagar. 180 million from both Cappy and Sagar. Raj raises again 185 million from Raj. 185. Cappy raises 190 million. Cappy 190 million. Raj raises 200 million. I think this is a good time where we can have increments of 10 million. Won't you say, Blanco?
Of course, I mean that would really help us in
Yeah,
understanding.
obviously,
You know,
the managers are free to make an increment of 5, but it will make our job much easier if we can get an
right.
increment of 10 or
And
20
also,
million.
it'll be really helpful for Flamenco, who's been tied up with the job of doing this counting timer.
Of course, the last bid coming in with Cappy to 220 million. 220 million from Cappy for Sid. Raj raises 225 million, 225 million. Now the question is, are both the managers wanting to sign the player, or is there any psychological game going on from either of them? This is something we'll have to see. Raj to 225 million. 225 million, I think, going through twice. And that is it. Woken Up Stead sold to Raj's team for 225 million.
I think I'm not surprised. I mean, he has played with Raj previously, so obviously he knows what he's getting. So, a great signing for him. Of course, moving on to the next player we have on the screen is Lavy Boy 10. Again, a very good player to have in your team. I believe he is, uh, tier 3. Again, he plays for Unified Gaming. So, of course, we know what we are getting when you get him. So, can we have the bids for him?
Right, of course, tier 3 starts at 40 million. 40 million, Cappy opens the bid at 40, but raises to 42, 42, 44, 44 million for Lavy. Lavy Mukesh comes in with a 50 million. 50, Cappy raises to 52, 52 million, 52 million for Lavy Boy. I think I have to call him Lovely Boy now, with the bids coming in.
Right, and definitely a very good player to have in your squad. I've seen him play, and he can really control the midfield, and he was, quite crucial in MV Unified's entire season. So definitely, I would not be surprised if we see it cross over 100 million.
Then, of course, Prashant and Nusam woken up from their slumber, like our previous player woken up. But now we have bets from 4-way bet over here. Dhanush with 82. Cappy raises to 90 million. 90 million from Cappy. Cappy 90 million. Dhanush raises 92 million. 92 million from Dhanush. Cappy raises again 200 million. 100 million from Cappy. Now again, Blanco, this is a question I want to ask again. How much of this is a desperation to sign the player, and how many managers are putting in a bet to play psychological games?
I
And
think a
keeping in
lot of the
mind
managers. Right. I think a lot of managers are trying to play that psychological game as well, trying to increase the prices of the player. That is also something that is going to happen, and I think it will continue to happen. So, I mean, that is when you need to have the idea that, the kind of player you are trying to get. So, that is where experience comes in, and I'm sure these caps are all experienced.
and ARP comes in with a surprise bid at 155, 150 million. Dhanush raises to 160. Again, like I said, there's only day one. The psychological games are high because you want to make your opponent spend as much money and keep your money for day two. And I think Dhanush bid at 160 million is broken by Mukesh 165 the last second. 165 million for Mukesh. Mukesh with 165 million for Lavy Boy. Dhanush raises again 170 million. 170 million.
Not at
by
all
Dhanush.
surprised with how the bidding war is going on for him. Definitely a player anyone would want to have in their team.
Dhanush 170 million, and I think that is it for the bidding war.
I would say this is a very solid deal to have a Levy Boy in your team for a price tag of 170 million. It's a great deal.
Yeah, because you never know, obviously we have different tiers for different players, but you never know who are the players who maybe were not able to play because the signing, window was closed for season 3, but they had the chance to practice, so you never know.
Right. And next up, we have Etis. Can we have details for him on the screen? He is a tier 3 player. He has played for LA Galacticos last season. Can play a wide mid, a CM, and striker as well. So he is quite versatile. And the bids will start at 40 million.
Mukesh comes in with a 40 million right away. 40 million for Mukesh, 40 million. 40 million for Etis. And looks like there's no more bids going to be coming in. Or is there? We'll have to see. 40 million by Mukesh. Mukesh with a 40 million bid for Etis. And the countdown has begun. Countdown 3, 2, and Sagar comes in with a bid for 42 million. 42 million for Etis, 42 million. Sagar bids for 42 million. Mukesh raises 44, 44 million, 44 million. Dhanush and Sagar both raise 46 million, 46 million. Sagar and Dhanush at 46 million. Mukesh raises 50 million, 50 million for Etis. 50 million. Prashant comes in at 48, which won't count, of course, but he raises to 52, which will count. Prashant for 52 million for Etis. Mukesh raises 54, 54 million. 54 million for Mukesh. Mukesh with 54 for Etis. 56, Prashant raises to 56. Etis, Mukesh raises to 60, 60. Saib, we are going by multiples of 2. The 65 will not count. Mukesh with a bid for 60. 60. And Saib bids 66, which will stand, of course. 66, Mukesh raises to 70. 70 million. 70 million for Mukesh. 70 million. 70 million. And there is a countdown. Saib raises 72. 72 million. 72 million from Saib. Mukesh raises 74. 74 million. 74 million. 74 million. 74 million. And we have the countdown. 3, 2, 1. And that is sold. Etis joins Mukesh's team for 74 million. I mean, it was pretty clear, Blanco, that from the very first bid that Mukesh wanted to sign him.
Right, and as you mentioned, he has got Etis in his team, and he would be really happy. Moving on to the next player, it is Arkeo Gunner. Again, I have played with him, known him for quite some time. He was part of Thugs in season 1, and then he has played in Boyos Amanos under me. Again, a great player. I think last season he was part of MB Unified, and of course, as you know how crucial he was in taking MV to the victory that we saw them achieve last season. So do not sleep on him. Great player to have. Can control your midfield completely.
And of course, Gunner starts at tier 2, which is, of course, 70 million. 70 million. ARP coming with a bid right away for 100. 100. Maddie raises to 105. Prashant raises to 120. 120 million from Prashant. Maddie raises 125. Of course, it seemed like a little delay with the bids, but I think we've kicked off the bidding war. Blanco, I think this one we can sit back and just enjoy.
Yeah,
I don't know what
pretty sure the war is going to Pretty sure it's going to be a bidding war for him.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get some refreshment. Let the managers fight among themselves.
Right.
I'm gonna come back for the bidding
Right.
Right now at 230 million. Again, this is a point where I would recommend, of course, you don't have to follow my advice, but you can raise by 10 20 million at once to remove the managers who are trying to play those psychological games. Again, in the grand scheme of things, if there is a player you want to sign, I think that 5-10 million will not make a huge difference. Mukesh raises to 260 million, 260 million from Mukesh. Mahi raises 265 million. 270 ARP and Jojo both with 270 million. 270 million, but we'll have to raise, of course. Mukesh with 280 million from Mukesh. 280 million with a countdown. Maya Prakash again coming in with his rare bid for 285 million.
I think this is going to be the third player that will surpass 300 million. What do you think, Saman?
I think you may have just jinxed it, but we'll have to see. 290, Mukesh with 290, Maya raises to 300.
There we go.
There we go. I think this is the third player after Emmanuel, the third player to reach 300, and rightfully so, of course. A very Gunner is a top player. Mukesh raises for 310 million. Again, this is a point I would recommend increments of 10 or maybe 20 million. Just make our jobs easier, guys. Maya Prakash with 350 million. 315, of course. Mukesh raises 320 million. Anyone with 330, 340 or higher? Again, you can break the bank. It's still day one. Anyone with a high bid? 325. Maya raises 325, 325 million. Mukesh raises 330, 330. Mukesh with 330 for Gunner, 330 million. And we have the countdown, 330 million going try. Okay, Maya comes in at the clutch, 340, 340 million. Maya Prakash with 340 million for Gunner. And Mukesh has backed out. And I think Blanco, is that the highest bid so far today? I don't remember how much
I
was Jam sold for.
I I I think Nahel was 390. I think that was the most expensive, and I think this might be on level with Raise You, if I'm not wrong.
Right, of course.
Right,
And Gunner sold for 340 million to Maya Prakash's team.
right. It's great signing for Maya, and he is looking in a good position right now. Moving
And
on
of
to the
course,
next player.
Maya will have to keep in mind that he has only signed 2 players and is already down a good amount of money. But of course, that's his choice.
Right.
Next, of course, Blanco.
Next up, we have Abracadabra. That is quite a unique name, and he's from Tier 4. Looks like a new player, so definitely could be an emerging talent, just like you, Samant. So do not sleep on this guy. Can we have a bids for him, please? The bids will start at 10 million.
10 million. Jojo with a bid for 10 million. Mukesh raises to 12 million. Mukesh with a bid for 12 million. 12 million. And Milton comes in active after, I don't know, maybe an hour. Milton comes in with a bid for 14 million. 14 million for Milton. Milton with a bid for 14 million. 14 million for Abracadabra. I have to say that name every time. 16 million from Sagar. Sagar comes in with 16 million. 16 million from Sagar. 20. Jojo comes in with a 20, raises by 4 million. 20 million from Jojo. 20 million. Sagar raises 22 million. 22 million. Saga with a 22 million. I think that we'll have to count down. We'll have a countdown over here. Saga with a bid for 22 million. Milton raises for 24. Milton raises 24. Jojo raises 26. Saga with 26 as well. Mukesh comes in with a 28. Milton with 30. 30 million from Milton. Saga raises 32. 32 million. 32 million from Sagar. 32. 32 for Abracadabra. 32 million. I think is that the last bid? We have a countdown right away. And 32 million going once, 32 million going thrice. Okay, there we have another bid. 34 million from Milton and Mukesh. Mukesh and Milton, 34 million. 34 million from Milton and Mukesh. 36. Saga goes for 36 million. Saga with 36 million from Saga. 36 million. Mukesh comes in with 40 million, raised by 4, 40 million, 40 million. Mukesh with a bid for 40 million, 40 million. If you have the countdown, 40 million going once, 40 million going twice, going thrice. And that is sold. Abracadabra joins Mukesh's team for 40 million.
Surely he's going to bring some of his magic to this team.
For legal reasons, I refuse to acknowledge that joke. Blanco Mohammed.
Let's move on to the next player. It's Clint Vaz. Can we have the details for this player? He is again from Tier 4, can play anywhere in attack. Again, a new player, is level 100, so definitely someone who is very active. So a great addition to the squad for anyone trying to build a team of their own.
Again, because he is level 100, obviously, that means he has put in the work, has played pro clubs. But, these are some players that you might want to have as a backup in the squad. You never know what player might turn up. And it's not just about being a good player, it's also about chemistry. So, you could be a bad player at one team and the chemistry might just click in another team. And you could be a top
Absolutely.
player in just one season. So, you never know. So, these are some players that you have to keep an eye out for. Saib
Absolutely.
with a bid for 14 million. 14 million from Saib. Saib with a bid for 14 million. 14 million. Prashant comes in with a 6 bid for 16 million from Prashant. Cappy with 16, Prashant with 18 million. Cappy raises is 20 million from Cappy. Prashant raises 22 million. Cappy raises again 24 million. 24 million from Cappy. Cappy 24 million. 24 million. I think we have the countdown. 24 million going once, twice, and thrice. And that is sold. Clint goes to Cappy's team for 24 million.
That's a great, value for money signing, in my opinion. And with that, Cappy gets his first player. And with that, let's move on to the next player. And we have a C-Dip 124. Of course, I've played with him. He is from, I think, legendary DX, a great player. Very active in the community. Personally played with him a lot. From tier 3, he can play anywhere in attack. Is a very good finisher as well. So can we have the bids for him starting from 40 million?
40 million for Dip. Dip starts at 40 million, tier 3. Played with LDX in season 3. Jojo opens bid at 40 million. Dhanush raises 42 million. 42 million from Dhanush. 42 million from Dhanush. 42 million going once, twice. Okay, Mukesh and Prashant come in with 44 million. 44 million from Prashant and Mukesh. We'll have to have a tiebreaker there. 46, Dhanush raises 46 million from Dhanush. 46 million. Milton comes in 48 million. 48 million from the Milton. Milton with 48 million. 48 million going once, for going twice, and sold.
I would say that is a steal. I'm definitely telling you guys. I mean, getting seeded for a price of 48 million. It's an absolute steal, and I'm True Blue knows what he is doing. So
and
with
Dip
that,
signs for Milton's club for 48 million. There were a couple of bids coming in after the timer, which will obviously not count.
right,
Guys, you will have to
and
get your bids coming in before the
right,
first going once. You need to get your bids in before that.
and
Preferably.
and Milton has been playing it quite smart. If you see the way he's been spending, right. Moving on to the next player, can we have on our screen? It is Pradyut Pradi again, a great friend of mine. We go long back. Well known in the community. Is one of the most funniest guys to have in your team. Is a quite chill person and a great player. Obviously played under me and was previously has played in Blitz Academy. Great player to have in a team. Can we have a bidding for him? I can already see bids flowing in for him,
Of
and
course, started at tier 3, which is 40, but right away we are up to 78, 80. Start bids 80 million for Paddy. Start bids 80 million.
come on guys, it's Brady. I mean, it has to go to 200 million. Come on.
I think there are some players, the psychological games can hold off at the lower end, and you can just raise the price up by 50 million right away, because you know that there are going to be a bidding. There's going to be a bidding war anyway.
Absolutely.
90, Mukesh with 90 million bid. ARP raises 96 million. ARP 96 million. Dhanush raises 98 million. Dhanush with a bid for 98 million for Paddy.
If Dhanush wins it, that would be an absolute
98
steal, in my
million.
opinion.
98. But I think, again, of course, I know every manager has their own tactics. That's 98 million going once, and there are bids coming in. 3 bids coming in for 100 million. For the bidding continues. 100 million from Milton, Mukesh, and Cappy. 100 million. We'll need to have a tiebreaker. Someone needs to raise again. Dhanush raises 105 million. 105. Milton raises 110. Cappy raises straight away 120. I think you guys can have an increment of 10. I think that's a reasonable request from our side. 130, Mukesh raises 130, 130 million. 130, 130, 130 million from Mukesh to Praddy, going once, twice, and sold. Praddy joins Mukesh's team for 130 million. That is a surprise, Blanco.
I think it's an absolute steal, and Mukesh knows what he's getting, and I have seen Brady play last season, and trust me, like is a great player to have in your team, and for that budget, that's insane. Moving on to the next player on our screen, we have Harrisburg. Again, I know him. I have played with him. I think he has played previously for Kolkata. A very old player in the community. He is from Tier 3, can play anywhere in midfield, but not CDM. So that means he is quite attacking minded midfielder. Can we have bids for him starting at 40 million?
Of course, he did mention anything but CDM. So just keep that in mind, the managers. Can we have a first bid for
Right.
Harry?
I mean, he is as honest as he can be.
Well, I prefer not to mention that I cannot attack in my bio, but that's just my choice. That's why I prefer to stay defensive. Can we have a first bid for Harry?
And
And
I
looks like there is no bid for Harry, who will go unsold for now.
Yeah, and we will obviously come back again.
Oh, we have a sound effects as well. Well, good to see that coming in after nearly 2 hours of this auction.
Right. Let's move on to the next player. We have on our screen Ses Nephilim. Can we have the details for him on the screen, please? Uh, Right. He is from MV Unified Gaming, and he is a tier 2 player. I mean, what do I say? I mean, obviously, like he has played a big role in taking MV to the trophy that they won last season. Bids start at 70 million. We have bids flowing in.
I think I'm just gonna sit back for a couple of minutes over here and let the bidding take over, because I know there are going to be big bids coming in. Or I might
Absolutely, it's
just
time for us to take a breather. Go have something, some coffee,
or
probably.
or I might have just jinxed it. Just how tonight has been going.
ARP with 170 million. Of course, he knows what he is getting in that player being from MV.
And of course, you want to make sure that you're not signing more than 4 players from the same team, be it your team or any other team. That is the rule we have, that you cannot sign more than 4 players from the same team. Because of course, if you're just going to buy players from your own team, then that's just Safa League once again. And we do
Absolutely. I
not
mean
have
that.
that.
Yeah, that quite defeats the purpose of such many tournaments, and this is where people have to play with different players and
And the
kind
bidding
of
surprisingly
making
ends.
new friends.
Sorry, Blanco, to break you over there. Uh, sorry to break you off, but Cappy wins the bid at just 200 million.
That's a steal, in my opinion. That's a great signing, and Cappy knows what he is getting in that player. So kudos to him. And with that, we will be moving on to the next player on our screen. It is FT9DV7. Do not go by that username. That is Ecool. I'm not sure. I think he has played for uh, Imperial Falcons last season.
It
This
looks like,
season,
yeah, it looks like he hasn't played for any team at
right?
least last season, or he may have started with the team but left the team. But he starts
Yeah.
at tier 4, of course. We're just going to call him FT for now, I guess. I think that's
Yes, but definitely a well-known player in the community. I have played with him, and he's a great talent. So do not go with that tier. You are absolutely. I mean, you are going to get something in return if you get him in your team. If he is going to be available, of course.
Of course, the bid has immediately tripled from his starting bid. Dhanush with 34 million, 34 million. Raj did, bid for 32, but Dhanush with 34 million. 34 million. Looks like more bids coming in. Saib raises to 36, 36 million, 36 million. Jojo raises 4 by 40 million, 40 million. 40 million from Jojo for FT. 42, Saib raises 42 million. 42 million from Saib for FT. 42 million, we have the countdown. 42 million. ARP comes in with a bid for 54 million. 54. Saib raises 56 million from Saib. 56, Jojo with the raise yet again. Jojo with 60, ARP with 60. Of course, somebody has to bid over here. There has to be a raise. 60 million currently standing. 60 million. 60 million from Prashant. Prashant raises 66. Prashant Sagar, I should mention, not to confuse with guys at the gig. 66, 70. Jojo comes in with 70 million. 70 million from Jojo for FT. 70 million. 70 million from Jojo for FT. 70 million going once, going twice, and sold. Sorry, Prashant, I think the bid came after the countdown.
Right.
Jojo signs FT for 70 million.
That is a great deal, in my opinion. If he is available, then what a deal for Jojo. Let's move on to the next player on our screen. It is Apostles, I think, from the Sky, Team 11.
Yes, Team 11.
Okay, moving on to the next player, we have Monkey the Bong Cat. Again, I've played with him. He is from Blue Tigers, great player. Can we have the details for him? Again, he's from tier 3, is obviously level 100 and can play anywhere in attack. And of course, can we have the bids for him starting at 40 million?
Prashant opens the bid at 40, opens the bidding at 40. 40 million for Monkey. 40 million.
I mean, come on, guys, do not sleep on him. I mean, he has played in Blue Tigers, and I think he was crucial in the way Blue Tigers performed last season. So definitely a great player to have in your team.
Sagar raises 42 million from Sagar. Sagar raises 42 million. Prashant comes back with 44 million for Monkey. Do we pronounce it Monkey or Monkey? Because there's no E in there.
I think that could be something to do with EA. You know, it might not allow you to have that username.
Prashant with a 44. I think we'll have a countdown right here. 44 million. Prashant with a bid for 44 million. Going once, 44 million going twice. And sold. Prashant signs Monkey for 44 million.
Right, and with that, Prashant only needs 5 more players. Of course,
Against
his
a budget
team.
of around 350 million. So we'll have to be a little sensible over here.
Right, he's still sticking on with his idea of making the team tonight. Next up, we have a red card, a great centre back. Of course, has played for Bandits last season. Previously, was a player for Hawks. I have seen him play, and he's a great player to have in your team. And I can see the bids coming for him already. He is from tier 2, and
the bids start at 70 million. Of course, immediately Dhanush and Prashant raise it to 100, ARP 105. Maddie raises 105. There needs to be a tiebreaker. Dhanush raises 120. Guys, I think here you can go up at least by 25 million increments. Come on, I think this is a no-brainer. This is a no-brainer. You have to have an increments of at least 10 of 25. Prashant with a bid for 175. Raj raises 180 million for red card. 180 million from Raj for red card. Dhanush raises 190 million. ARP raises 120, 195. 195. Prashant raises again 200 million. 200 million. Cappy raises big jump 230. Now that is the kind of bidding we want. 230 million. ARP raises 240 million. 250. Mukesh raises 250. 250 million from Mukesh. 250. ARP, I don't think that's going to count. Okay, 270. 270. 270. ARP with a bid for 270. 270 million. 270 million from ARP for red card. 270
Cappy and
million.
ARP are
270 million.
battling each other like crazy right now.
270 million. 290. Cappy raises 290. 290 million. 290 million. Cappy with a bid for 290. 290 million. 290, 290, and that is sold. Red card joins Cappy's team for 290 million.
What a signing that is. I mean, I think his defense is sorted with a red card in his team. So Cappy clearly knows what he's getting. A great signing. Moving on to the next player on our screen, we have a TMV Paloma. Again, a very big name. Plays for MV is definitely tier one and has been
Well, before the
crucial
details
in.
come in, guys, just hold on for the details to come in. I know you guys
These
have
guys are
planning.
not gonna wait. Someone they just are going to go for him. I mean, the kind
Well,
of
can
name
we
he
have an
is.
increment of 50 million then? I think increment of
Right.
50 million is justified in this case. Big bid
Absolutely.
coming from ARP straight away 300 million. 300 million from
ARP
ARP right away.
ARP wants him for sure, and I mean, why not?
I think at this point, Raj is just trying to mess with me with that 5 million jump. Raj with a bid for 305, 305. Come on, Raj, it's almost 12 a.m. You got to make a big jump over here. 310, ARP with another bid for 310 million.
Come on,
310,
guys, it's 300. I mean, the bids should be in multiples of at least 20, 25. Come on, guys.
315, Jojo with a bid for 315, 315 million, 315 million for from Jojo. ARP raises 320, 320, 320 million, 320 million. Countdown 330, 330. Jojo raises 330, 330 million. Jojo with a bid for 330. Cappy raises 350, 350 million, 350 million from Cappy. Cappy, we have a countdown. Cappy, 350 million going once, going twice. And there's a bid at the very last second from Jojo for 355.
I think that is going to count.
Yeah, that will count. But Jojo, I would recommend that you put in your bid a little earlier, please. And Jojo with a bid for 355 Paloma, 355, 355, 355 million going once, 355 going twice, and that is sold. Paloma joins
Oh,
Jojo's team for 355 million.
what a player to have in your team, Jojo. I mean, has done a great job in securing Paloma. Uh, and with that, I think his attack is sorted. Let's move on to the next player. We have Speedy Singh, that is Samrat. Again, I have played with him. You know, we go a long way back. A great keeper, has played in Bengaluru and is very active in the community. A great player to have in your team is definitely someone you want to have in your team if you are trying to get a GK. Can also play other positions and really well. Bids
And of
start
course,
at
Speedy did
70
win
million.
the Safa Cup last season with Cruyff.
Right,
So, that is some, and I think he has won season 2 Safa Cup as well.
right.
So he's a serial winning goalkeeper that you would want in your team.
Absolutely.
And the bet straight away goes up to 140, 145, 145 million from Maddie 145 million. Mukesh with 160, Dhanush, your bet won't count. Mukesh with 150, 160, 160. Dhanush raises 120, 175, 175. Sorry, 170, excuse me, 170. Dhanush with a bet for 170. Milton comes in with a bet for 175, 175 million, 175 million. 175 million, 175 million from Milton. Dhanush raises 180, 180. 180 million from Dhanush. Dhanush with a bid for 180, 180 million, 180 million. Dhanush with a bid for 180 million. Raj comes in with a raise 190, 190 million, 190 million. 190, 190 million. Noob Storm comes in rarely with the bid raise for 195. Mukesh quits. Mukesh quits for Speedy. And the last bid, Raj raises 200, 200 million. 200 million from Raj. Noob Storm raises 205, 205. 205. Noob Storm with a bid for 205. Raj raises 210, 210 million. 210 from Raj for Speedy. 215. Noob Storm raises 215. 215 million, 250 million, 215 million, 215 million. Raj raises 220, 220. Well, I'm going to take a quick second over here because I know that it's going to go up. 230, Raj raises
Absolutely.
230, 230, 240, 240, 240 million from Nupsam, 240, 240, 240, 240 going once. Raj comes in with another bid, raises 245, 245, 245 million from Raj for Speedy, 245 million, 245 million, 245 million going once, 245 million going twice, and that. Or we have a last second bid, and I think it will stand. 250 million from 250, but Raj raises 255 again. 255, 255 million from Raj. 255, 255 million. Okay, Noobstorm backs out. 255, 255 million from Raj for Speedy going once, twice, and sold. So Speedy joins Raj's team for 255 million.
It's a great signing, and I'm pretty sure Raj knows what he's doing. And that is the most expensive GK for day one, I think. Let's move on to the next player. We have a Sharky. Again, I've played with him. A very versatile player, is also very good in FUT. Is I think plays CB and is was part of Blitz Academy last season. Of course, is tier 2, so you definitely know what you're getting with him.
Of course, bids right away going up to 130. Raj bids 130. ARP 140, 140 million. 140 million raises 150, 150. Multiple bids 150. 150, 150. 200, 200. We have raised 200, 205, 205. 210, 210. Multiple bids 210, 210. We need a tiebreaker 220. ARP with 220, 220 million. Noobstorm raises straight away 240, 240 million, 240 million. Noobstorm with a bid for 240 million, 240 million. Raj raises 245. Dhanush raises 245. Raj raises, re-raises 250, 250 million. 250 million, 250 million for Shaki. Raj with a bid for 250 million for Shaki. 250 million, 250 million. And there seems to be no more bids coming in. Oh, Mukesh comes in with a bid for 260, 260 million. 260 million. 260 million going once. 260 million going twice. And that is sold. Sharky joins Mukesh's team for 260 million.
What a signing that is! I mean, definitely, going to solidify their defense with the signing of Sharky. With that, let us. I think he will be going to. Ball roll. Let's see. Let's move on to the next player.
Of course, a big name. I think he's probably the top 3 defenders in the league. I think that's a fair conclusion, wouldn't you say?
100%, and it is Rezu we are talking about. Has played for MV for the past 3 seasons. Is a tier 1 centre back, and is one of the best CBs in the league. So
But of course, the
I wouldn't
bid
be.
straight away raises 200 million. Guys, I think we can do 250, 250 right away. Is anyone with 250? No, but we have 210, 210 million. Anyone with a big bid? 215, Raj with the bid for 215, 215. Anyone with 250? Anyone want to raise to 250? Dhanush with a bid for 225, 225. Raj raises 230, 230 million, 230 million. 230 million. Raj is bid 230 million, 230 million. ARP raises 240 million, 240 million from ARP for Resu. 240 million, 240 million. 240 million, the countdown has started. 240 million from ARP for Reso. Noobson with another raise for 245. 245. Raj raises 250, 250, 250 million. Raj with a bid for 250. Well, Raj has come in pretty aggressive the last few players, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, and I think the bidding war is justified for this player, but I would not be surprised if it surpasses 300 million as well.
Well, ARP bids 265, but Raj comes in with 270 as well. 270 million. 275, 270 ARP raises 275, 275 million from ARP for Resu. 275, 275. 275, and that is a countdown. 275 million from ARP for Resu, going once, twice, and sold. Well, no surprise there. He did want to win this player for obvious reasons.
Absolutely, and ARP knows what he's getting with a Rezu. So it's a great player to get in your squad, and with that, I think that is the first player that ARP has signed. All right, moving on to the next player on our screen, we have SKB070. Can we have details for him on the screen? Of course, he is tier 4, is from Bangladesh, level 100 again, so definitely someone who is active. Can we have bids for him on the screen, please?
Tier 4, of course, starts with 10 million. 10 million. So I bid straight away 10 million. 10 million. Prashant raises 20 million. 20 million from Prashant. 20 million. 20 million from Prashant. 20 million bid. 20 million. 20 million for SK. Sagar raises 22 million. 20 Sagar with 22 million for SK. 22 million. 22 million. 24, Prashant raises 24 million. 24 million from Prashant for SK. Sagar raises 26 million. 26 million from Sagar. Prashant raises by 30 million. 30 million from Prashant for SK. Sagar raises 32 million from Sagar for SK. 36, Prashant raises by 4 yet again. 36 million. 38 million from Sagar. 38. Sagar with a bid for 38 million. Prashant raises bid for 40 million. Okay, Sagar backs out, and I think Prashant may be in the clear for this. 40 million from Prashant for SK. 40 million. 40 million from Prashant for SK. 40 million. 40 million. 40 million going once, 40 million going twice, and that is sold.
Right.
SK joins Prashant's guys at the gig for 40 million.
Right, and these are the players that are going to, complete your team. So that is a great signing. A guy at the gig getting another player, and he's playing it smart. Moving on to the next player on our screen, we have SK Primo. Again, a great player. Obviously, has played in Phoenix. Was the manager for Phoenix. A great friend of mine. We've known each other for a very long time. One of the best midfielders that I've played along with. Can we have bids for him?
Of course, being tier 1, his bid starts at tier 100 million. 100 million, we have 2 bids already. You need to raise, guys. I think we can start from 150. I think 150 is a good number. 150 is a good number to start. Anyone with a bid for 150? 120. ARP raises to 120. 120 million. 120 million for Primo. Milton raises 130. Prashant raises 150 million. 150 million from Prashant Sagar. Milton raises 160 million. 160 million. Dhanush raises 180 million. 180. Jojo raises 200. Milton with 200 as well. We need a tiebreaker. There has to be a raise. 200 million from Milton and Jojo. Milton raises 220 million. 220 million. ARP raises 240 million, 240 million from ARP, 240 million, 240 million from ARP for Primo. 250. Cappy and Milton both raised 250. I think there has to be a tiebreaker. We need another bid. 250 million going now. 270. Milton raises 270. 270 million from Milton. 270 million. 270 million from Milton for Primo. 270 million. 270 million. 280. ARP raises 280. 280 million. 280 million. ARP raises 280 million for Primo. 280. 290. Milton comes in with another bid. 290 million. 290. I think that is the final bid I'm seeing. 290 million from Milton. ARP and Cappy coming with 300. We need another raise to have the tiebreaker. We need some 310. ARP raises 310 million. 310 million from ARP. 310 million. Cappy raises 320. Milton raises 330. We need a tiebreaker. We need another raise. 330 between 350. ARP raises 350 million. ARP with a bid for 350 million for Primo. 350 million. 350 million going once. And there's a bid from Cappy and Milton, 360, but we need a raise. We need a raise for tiebreaker. We need a bigger bet. We need a bigger bid. 360. ARP raises 365. I think you can have a bigger raise than that. Come on. 365 million. ARP 365 million. 365 million going once. And we have a bid for 375 from Milton. Milton with 375. ARP is 380 million. ARP with a bid for 380. ARP with a bid for 380. ARP with a bid for 380 million for Primo going once. And Cappy raises 390. Cappy raises 390 million from Cappy for Primo going once, twice. And ARP comes in at the very last second for 395 million. Cappy raises 400 million. Well, is that the first 400, Blanco?
Yeah, I think that is the first 400.
Okay, Cappy with a bid for 400 million, and ARP backs out. And 3 sold. Primo joins Cappy's team for 400.
Absolutely worth every penny, and Cappy gets a Primo for a whopping 400 million. Moving on to the next player on our screen, we have Sahil 3346. Can we have details for him on the screen? He is from Tier 4. Can play fullback, a wide mid, and an attack as well. So basically anywhere. So a great player to have in your team is at level 40 right now. We have bids for him flowing in.
And we have bids from Dhanush and Saib, 14 million, 12 million. Dhanush with a bid for 14 million. Jojo, your bid won't count. We are already at 14 million. Raj raises 20 million. Raj with a bid for 20 million, 22 million. Dhanush raises 22 million. Because I think this time, obviously, we are very deep into the auction and the countdown timers will be really short. So you need to come in with your bids right away. Raj raises to 32 million, sorry. Raj with a bid for 32, 34. Dhanush raises 34. Raj raises 36 million from Raj. 36 million from Raj. 36 million. 36 million going once, twice, and there is a bid from Dhanush of 40 million. 40 million from Dhanush. Raj raises 42 million. 42 million. Dhanush raises 44 million from Dhanush. 44 million from Dhanush. And Milton comes in with a bid for 48 million. 48 million going once, twice, and sold.
And with that, True Blue is going to get the player that he was bidding for. And with that, let's move on to the next player. And we have a Johnny 10, of course. I mean, it is Johnny from MV, a great player. Obviously, he is tier one and has been crucial in whatever MV has achieved last season has been phenomenal. So definitely, you cannot go wrong if you want to go for him.
Of course, the bid for tier 1 starts at 100 million. Dhanush with a bid for 100. Prashant raises 140. Can we see a 200 right away? Let's come on, guys. Let's not kid around. Do we have a 200 right away? 150. Jojo and Dhanush with a bid for 150 million. Prashant with 160 million. Dhanush raises 180 million. Dhanush raises 180 million. Prashant raises 190 million. Prashant Sagar raises 190 million. 190 million. Dhanush raises 195 million from Dhanush for Johnny. 200. ARP raises 200 million. 200 million going once, 200 million going twice, and that is sold. ARP signs Johnny for 200 million.
Great sign in. I would say it's a steal to get Johnny for 200 million. So ARP has managed to somehow do that. Moving on to the next player, we have Strander Born. Can we have details for him on the screen? Tier 4 can play fullback, striker, and winger. Is level 91, so definitely is active.
And of course, starting with tier 4, which starts at 10 million. Prashant starts with 12 million. Raj raises, Jojo raises 20 million. 22. Prashant raises 22 million. 24. Prashant raises 24 million again. Raj and Prashant tiebreaker 26. Raj raises 26 million from Raj. 26 million. Prashant raises 28 from Prashant. 28. Sagar raises 36 million. Prashant and Siraj both at 38. We need a tiebreaker. I propose the next number to be 50. Let's start from 50, guys. Of course, this is going to go on. Let's start with 50. Milton Sagar with a 50. Of course, now we are talking. Prashant raises 60 million. Prashant with a bid for 60 million for Strand. Milton raises 66. Milton with a bid for 66. Prashant raises 68. I say let's jump to 80. Anyone with a bid for 80? Let's jump to 80. Milton with a bid for 70 million. Prashant raises 72 million. 72. Milton raises 76 million. 76 million. 76 million. 78. Prashant with a bid for 78 million. 78 million for Strand. 78 million going once. 78. Okay, there's a break. Milton with a bid for 82 million. 82 million. Prashant raises 84 million. 84 million going once, twice, and sold. And Strand Reborn joins guys at the gig for 84 million. Now, of course, Blanco, I haven't spoken anything about this player, but I have played with him, and I think that is a bargain.
Absolutely.
Of course, I reserve my opinions on different players, but of course, we have checkmate next.
Right. So we have the details for him on the screen. He is a tier 4 player, is level 60, can play centre back and winger. So definitely someone you would want to get in your team and get those numbers up.
Of course, tier 4, we are at 14 million bid. 14, you want a tiebreaker? Guys, I think let's raise it to 30 million. I think let's start from 30. Come on. I know that it is going to go up to that number anyway. So anyone with a bid for 30? Anyone with a bid for 30 million? Right now we have Prashant at 20 million bid. 20 million. Prashant leading the race for 20 million. 22 million. Prashant raises 26 million. 26 million. Raj raises 28 million. Raj with a bid for 28 million. 28 million going once, going twice. Oh, there is a bid from Prashant at the last second. 30 million. That will stand. Raj with raise 32 million, 32 million. Prashant raise 34 yet again. 34. Can we have a 40 right away? Let's have a 40. Let's raise. 42. Milton comes into the 42. Let's see a 50. Guys. Come on. Let's see 50. Prashant with a bid for 50 million. 50 million. Milton raises bid for 56 million. 56 million. Can we have the raise for 70? 56 million. 60. Prashant with a bid for 60 million. 60 million for check. Milton with a bid for 64 million for Milton. Prashant raised 66 million. Milton 70 million. 70 million. Prashant raised 72 million. Can we have an 80, guys? Come on, let's have an 80. Let's see an 80. Milton with 74. Can we see an 80? Let's end the debate right here. 78. Prashant raised 78 million. 78. Milton raises 80. Do we see 100? Come on, let's end the debate right here. Can we see 100? Milton with a bid 84. Prashant comes in with 84 million. 84 million. Milton raises again 88. Again, let's have a jump. Come on, let's have a jump to 100. Do we see 100 million? Okay, Prashant raises to 90 million. 90 million for checkmate. 90 million from Prashant. Milton raises 94 million from Milton. 94. Milton 94 million. 94 million from Milton for checkmate, and Prashant backs out, and 94 million going once, twice, and sold. Checkmate joins Milton's club for 94 million. Okay, that was a pretty intense bidding war there, Nanko.
Absolutely, and he managed to get him for a price tag that was really good. And next up, we have a Develo 777. I have played with him. He's a great player. Has a very good vision. If you talk about playing in midfield, so definitely do not sleep on him. Is level 100 and has played for LA Galacticos. And we have the bidding for him starting at 40 million.
40 million. Prashant raises 50 million. 50 million. Mukesh raised 70 million. Do we see an 80? Okay, we have an 80 from Prashant. 80 million. 80 million from Prashant. Dhanush raises 82 million. 82 million from Dhanush. Prashant raises 90 million. Do we see 100? Come on, let's have 100. Let's have the next one as 100. Do we see 100? We have a 92 from Dhanush. 92 million from Dhanush. 92. Prashant raises 96 million. Prashant with a bid for 96, going once, twice, and sold. Devilo joins guys with a gig for 96 million.
It's a great signing, and guy at the gig knows what he's getting, and he's almost close to building his entire team on day one itself. So he doesn't want to keep anything for day two. Moving on to the next player, we have the Hunter 8611. We have the details for him on the screen. He's a tier 4 player, can play cam and a winger. Is level 83, so definitely active and can come really handy.
Of course, tier 4 starts at 10 million, but we have straight away Raj raises 14 million. Noobstorm raises 16 million. We have another raise 18 million from Raj. 18 million. Noobstorm 20 million. Raj raises 22 million. 24. Noobstorm raises 24 million. 24. Raj raises 26. Noobstorm raises 28. 30 million from Raj. 30 million. 30 million from Raj for Hunter. Noobstorm with a bid for 32. Broken 34 million. 34 from Raj. Raj with a bid for 34. Noobstorm backs out. Raj with his bid for 34, 34 going once, twice, and sold. Hunter joins Raj's team for 34 million. The next player we have is Kitra. Kitra, of course, has not played in the previous season, but he can play at DM, center mid, and striker. Starts at a tier 3, which of course starts at 40 million. Any bids for 40 million for Kitra? 40 million. Any bids for 40 million? Any bids for 40 million? Raj bids 40 million. 40 million for the first bid. Raj opens the bidding. 40 million. 40 million. 40 million. 40 million. Sagar raises 42. 42. 42 million. Sagar raises a bid. 42 million. 42 million. 42 million. 42. Raj raises 44. 44 million. 44 million. Raj with a bid for 44. 44 million. 44 million. 48. Raj raises 48. 48. Sagar and Sagar 46. Raj 48. 48 million. 48 million. 48 million. Sagar raises 50. 50 million. 50 million. 50 million. 50 million. Sagar with a bid for 50 million. 50 million for Kitra. 52. 52. Raj raises 52. 52 million. 52. 52 million. Sagar raises 56. Do we see a 60? Come on, let's get the numbers up. Do we see a 60? Sagar with a bid for 56 right now. Raj raises 58. 58 million. 58 million. 58 million from Raj for Kitra. Sagar backs out. That's Raj with a bid for 58. 58 million. 58 million. 58 million going once, 58 million going twice, and that is sold. Kitra Kumar joins Raj's team for 58 million.
It's a steal, in my opinion. Raj knows what he's doing. Moving on to the next player, we have average 711.
Of course, average, he has been active in the community, of course. He has been playing. Currently starting at tier 4, which is, of course, 10 million. 10 million. Any opening bids for 10 million? 10 million. Jojo comes in with a bid for 10 million. 10 million. 10 million. 10 million. 10 million. Jojo with a bid for 10 million. 10 million. Mukesh raises 10 million. Mukesh raises 12 million. 12 million. 10 million. 12 million. Mukesh with a bid for 12 million. Jojo raises 14. Jojo with a bid for 14 million. 14 million. 14 million. 14 million. 14 million. Mukesh with a bid for 16. Jojo with a bid for 20. 20 million. 20 million. 20. Jojo with a bid for 20. 22. 22. Dhanush with a bid for 22. 22 million. Dhanush with a bid for 22. 22 million. Dhanush with a bid for 22 million. Jojo raises. Jojo comes in with the last second. 24 million. 24 million. Jojo with a bid for Dhanush raises again. 26. Dhanush raises 26. 26. Jojo, that bid will not count. Please put in the right number. Jojo, Dhanush with a bid for 26. 26. Jojo with a bid for 30. 30 million. 30 million. 30 million. Dhanush raises 32. 32 million. 32 million. 32 million. Dhanush raises 32. 32. Prashant comes in with a bid. We'll have to check if that is going to count. Okay, it looks like it is going to count. Prashant with a bid for 34 million. 34 million. Dhanush raises 36 million. 36 million. Dhanush with a bid for 36. Prashant raises 40 million. 40 million. 42. Dhanush raising again 42. Prashant raises 50. 50 million. Come on, guys, we can see a jump up to 60. I'm sure. Anyone with a bid for 60? Prashant's 50 million going once, twice, and sold. Average 7111 joins guys at the gig for 50 million. And honestly, just knowing average personally, that is a massive steal. This is a player that can easily go up to 200 to 50 million. Because unfortunately, he hasn't got the opportunities to show it. But
Okay. Hey, Samant. Hello.
yes,
Yeah. Okay. So Blanco left. I have to take over from here.
okay, that's unfortunate. Let's
Yeah.
continue. Next, we have Kilping.
We have Kill Ping. Can we have the details of Kill Ping in the chat? Okay.
Kilping starts at tier 4. As you can see, he plays on the white midfield and the central midfield
Yeah,
as
and
well
he's
as
also
striker.
77 level, and I guess he didn't play for any team last season. Let's see. Okay, starting 10 bit from Dhanush, and the timer is going. I guess it's done.
Okay, I guess well,
Most
Dhanush
fastest by.
signs Dhanush signs Kilping for 10 million. Well, I mean, you need players like this that are going to probably show up because it could be their first season. So they will have that enthusiasm which some of the veteran players might not have. And sometimes that can make a difference.
Yeah, that's obviously. So we have Ashu Barua here, who played for Imperial last season. I guess, yeah, he played for Imperial, and he is a very good at fullback as well. So if any team is planning to play at 4 at the back, guys, you can beat this guy. I mean, I also played with him. He's very good at fullback.
And
He can also play
probably
white mid as well.
and Var is probably the most active member in the community, I guess, while trying to
Yeah,
play with
actually,
different
yeah,
teams.
true.
And of
Yeah,
course,
he'll be
the
there
bidding
always.
with for tier 3 starts at 40 million. But straight away, Jojo raises to 50, 50, Sagar raises 52. Come on, guys, let's bump it up to 70. Come on, at least 70 million. Come on, I think 70. Yeah, there you go. There we go. Of course, because we know that
Should
more
be at
bids
least
are going to come
100,
in.
I guess, Samant.
Yeah, Jojo with a bid for
Because
70 million.
fullbacks are so rare in our community.
At 70, 80 million, Mukesh raises to 80 million. Jojo and Sagar's bid won't count right there. Mukesh with a bid for 80 million. 80 million. Mukesh with a bid for 80 million. 82. Come on, let's bump it up to 100. Come on, guys. It's 12:30 a.m. in India right here. Let's bump it up to 100. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Jojo's listening. Jojo's listening. Jojo with a bid for 100 million. 100 million. Jojo with a bid for 100 million for Ashu. Sagar is
Let's
102.
go.
Come on, Sagar, come on. Let's do an increment of 10. Ashu is a really good player, probably one of the best players in the league. Yeah, best defenders and white players in the league. Saga with a bid for 500 and 505. Maya comes in last second. 115. Sagar breaks the tie break with a 115. 115 from Sagar. Sagar 115 million. Sagar with a bid for 115. 115 million. Maya Prakash comes in 120. 120 million. 120 million. Sagar raises 125. 120. Can we see a 150? Come on. Let's see a 150. Who's with me? Let's see a 150. 130. Come on, Maya Prakash. Let's see a 150, guys. Come on, let's see a 150. Let's see a 150. 135. Sagar comes in with 125. 135. 135. 135
Can we have
million from Sagar.
150? I guess no. Okay,
Come on, let's
Sagar.
have 150. Let's
Multiple
have
people are
150.
typing.
The countdown, and I think that
I
will
think
be
it's done.
it.
Yeah.
Ashu
So
Barua
it's sold
signs
to
to Sagar's
Advocate
team
Sagar
for
Rao.
135 million.
I'm gonna say good deal, obviously.
Honestly, I'm surprised. I thought it will go up to at least 250 million at a minimum.
Yeah, but I guess people are just keeping their budgets for the set 2 and set 3 as well, because there are also some players left.
But
But let's see.
you can't miss out on good players just because
Yeah,
you are
that's
hoping to
obviously.
maybe
Like if
because
now if we say that Mahadi and Prashant didn't buy any players yet, so I guess they're planning something big.
I think we have maybe one more player, if I'm not wrong. Right. We have SV. SV, I think, is also very pretty much known among in the community.
Yeah.
Top tier goalkeeper.
It's the last pair of set one as well, guys.
Yeah, there is the last player. Come on, let's sit 1 billion on me, but not my money, of course.
Yeah. Also there are not. I mean, we don't have that much goalkeepers in our community as well, and we have like 14 teams in our
Okay,
auction
100,
tournament.
100 million, 100 million.
100
Let's see,
million.
let's see, 150. Danush comes in with a bid for 100 million. Let's see, 50, 150 million, anyone? Danush with a bid for 100 million, 100 million. 100 million, Mukesh raises 105, 105, Mukesh raises 100. Milton 120, Milton with a bid for 120. Milton with a bid for 120, 120 million. 130 million, 130 million for SV, 130 million from Danush. Let's see 150. Come on, let's be 150. Come on, boys. क्या करोगे इतना पैसे का? Come on, let's see 150. Dhanush comes in with 145, 145, Milton 150, 150. Again, for anyone trying to hold on to day 2 or day 3, we, like Virus said, we don't have a lot of keepers available. So you want to
Yeah.
be the team with a manual keeper.
And he is a very good keeper as well, one of the best in the community.
And he did win the Safa Cup with Cruyff last season.
Yeah, he's a cup winner, obviously.
At Milton with a bid for 170, 170. Mukesh backs out. Milton with a bid for 170, 170 million, 170 million. Jojo passes. Noobsong comes with 175. Danush 180, 180 million, 180 million. Danush with a bid for 180, 180 million, 180 million. 180 million, 180 million, 180 million. 180 million going once. Oh, there is a bid from Noobsong. 185, 185. Let's say 200. Come on. Let's say 200, 200. Come on. Danush, let's say 200. Let's 200. 180, 190 from Danush. 190, 190. 190 million. Noobstorm again. Noobstorm, I would recommend coming a little bit quicker because again, you don't want to be risking it out there. Sagar, I think, might be having some network issues. All of his bids are coming in right now. So Sagar, please check that out. Last bid is Dhanush with 200 million. 200 million. Dhanush with a bid for 200 million. 200 million. 200 million going once, going twice, and that is probably it. SV.
It's a good deal, obviously.
Yeah, that is a fantastic
Signing one of the best
keeper.
keeper with 200 million, and there are not that much manual keepers as well, in the list. So,
and I think keeper is one position you want to fill up right away. You don't want to keep that open. You can maybe get other up and coming players for outer positions, but
yeah,
keeper is one position where you can't,
you can't
don't
sacrifice.
try to compromise on. You don't.
Yeah, man. I totally
think
agree
that
with
is it for set 1, Virus.
Yeah, that's it for set 1, and I guess we'll have few talks with the managers. If they are interested, then we can actually continue the set to at least half. I mean, if they are interested, because after all, they have to beat.
Yeah, we can maybe not the full set 2, but we can go through
Yeah,
a few players if you guys are
few players.
if you guys are interested. We can do that. It's still 12:30.
Yeah, let's take a 5 minutes break for the streams and setups also. Adi, do whatever you want. In the
And but
meantime,
before you guys
managers
leave, I do want to talk to at least 2 to 3 managers before you guys leave. Okay. Firstly, I want to speak to, of course, I want to speak to Prashant, guys at the gig, and I want to speak to
Yeah,
Mukesh.
he's in the VC, Prashant. Hello, Prashant.
Prashant, are you on the stream?
Yeah, I'm in.
Bro, Samant, okay, you are.
Prashant, so firstly, so what is the strategy going in today?
Yeah.
Zero strategy, bro.
I mean, what's the
I
purpose
didn't want to get done with everything today only. I don't want to leave it for tomorrow. But now that you guys are, leading us on one more day, I think I'll have to come back again for that one more person that you.
But to be fair, if you spend up all of your budget today, I guess you can take a break. Technically, take a break tomorrow. All things considered.
That's true,
I guess Prashant wants to start practicing from tomorrow with this team. That's
why I need one more DM in the team, bro. Or maybe a fullback. That's what I'm looking for.
You can't tell that to the other managers. Now they'll
No, no, it's
45
okay. It
million.
doesn't matter. It's okay. They can keep. I just have 88 mil now, bro. If they can stop me, they can very well do that now.
Well, the other, thank you, Prashant, and good luck for the last player for the DM.
Thank you
Another
so much, guys.
manager I want to speak to is Maya Prakash. Maya, are you here with us?
Yes, I am here, bro.
So, Maya, you're already down 580 million just signing two players. So, what's the strategy going in for either set two or tomorrow?
I already know that I'm going to be spending a lot of money on a few players. So um, I have a definite plan. So let's see.
Well, all the best, Maya, for tomorrow. And one more team, of course, Mukesh is also almost done with his team. He just needs, I think, 5 more players. Mukesh, are you with us? Okay, I guess not.
Is ARP and Mahi here? Hello. Actually,
Yeah, hi. We are here.
yeah, Mahi, I want to ask you that what's going on in your mind, bro? I mean,
Yeah, so I can see like there are 180 players that have registered, and for set one there are like 60, so there's 120 left. So I'm gonna take some chances for set two and set three. That's my plan.
okay.
I don't think he's liking any players from the set one side, to be
Yeah,
honest.
I also
No,
want to
I
go
did go
say
for
that,
some
like,
bids, but the prices were a bit above my budget, so it was very tough for me to, catch those players in.
I can definitely see that, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was my strategy. So let's see if I get lucky on day two and day three.
also, is Prashant Sagar here?
Okay, guys, just give me a minute.
Okay.
I haven't seen all the responses of the managers. If we go ahead with the set two with whatever players we can bring up today for the next 30-45 minutes, if only all the managers agrees to it, then only we can go ahead because obviously we can't leave any manager out. So, if everyone is fine, 10 to 20, whatever we can go ahead quickly. Because we don't want to get into the third day with 120 players left. So if everyone is fine, we can just start now.
And if you can just go to the auction chat and then give your thumbs up to the message.
I think it's only Prashant and Sahib. If you guys agree, we can go ahead with it.
You guys can actually put any replacement as well. But obviously, I
if
mean,
you,
Let's just go with 10 players. Right now, only let's start. I have to wake up early tomorrow, bro.
Yeah, let's go with 10. Let's finish it fast.
Okay,
Yeah, max
let's
10, max 10. And let's go quick, huh?
yeah. Let's do that. And uh, is Adi? You're here, right?
yeah, these were.
Okay. Okay, fine. Yeah, let's go ahead with set two.
Is everything ready, Adi? Okay, just give Adi a few minutes. Okay.
Okay, I hope the chat is not sleeping. All the viewers are not sleeping.
I
We're
guess
gonna do maybe 10 to 15 players more before the day ends.
we have still 93 watching in our stream, so I guess everyone is enjoying.
Well, I guess 15 people. Well, I guess let's have the first player for set two.
Okay, let's go. So we're starting the set two. Let's go. The first player of set two is Nang Machao from Reserals. Played actually from Reserals and played the last season with Bandana Bandits. Was in team of the season as well. Also, he's from tier 2, I guess. Let's see. Yeah.
Yes, Nang Machao starts at tier 2, which is of course 70 million. So do we have any opening bids?
Yeah. He plays for CDM, CM, actually midfield generally. So if you guys are looking for a very good defensive or attacking, I mean a gully type player, then you can obviously buy him.
Well, right away we have a bid from Dhanush and Spartan Hussain. 120, 130 million, 130 million. We have a tiebreaker. We need a bigger number. Come on, let's push 150. Come on. We all of us know that it's going to be. Come on, guys. Let's end this quickly. Let's push to 200. Let's get it out of the way. Now let's stop these small numbers. Come on. Let's stop the chit chat and go up to a big number. Do we see a 200? I know you guys are going to get to 200 anyway. 155. Dhanush with a 155 million. 155 million. Dhanush 155 million for Nangmacha. 155. Sagar is 160. 160. Can we have a 180? 180 million anyone? Can we have a 180? 180, 165, 170, 175. Sagar with a 170, 170. Dhanush raises 180, 180. Come on, at this point, Virus, I think we need to have an increment of 10 at least at a minimum.
Yeah, obviously.
Guys, it's very late. Let's have an increment of 10. Sagar with the last bid of 185, 185 million.
Wait, guys, he was in the torch last season, so obviously a class player.
190. Dhanush with a bid for 190, 190 million. Let's see 200, 200. Next bid.
Okay, I just wanna mention one thing. He's partially available, by the way, managers. He's not fully available for the whole tournament, so keep it in your mind as well.
Dhanush
As he
with bid for
mentioned in
190,
his
190 million. 190 million going once, going twice. And that is sold.
okay, sold to
Nangmachal
Dhanush.
signs for Dhanush's team for 190 million.
Goodbye, actually. Okay, can we have the second player of set 2 is EA? I guess he wrote his
Well, I guess you need to
platform.
pay us a few billion because I think the company is worth a few billion.
Can I have the details? Okay, it's
Sakib.
Sakib Ali Khan from Bangladesh, level 41. He plays on white meat, CDM, CM, and CAM. He's from tier 4. So, guys,
So the
if
bid
you.
starts at 10 million.
Yeah, so the
Do
bid
we have any
starts
opening
at
bids?
10 million.
Hussain starts with a bid for 10 million. 10 million. For opening bid from Hussain for Sakib, 10 million. 10 million. I don't think we are seeing any more bids coming in. 10 million from Hussain. 10 million from Hussain for
Auction
Sakib, going
time already
once,
started.
going
5,
twice,
4, 3, 2,
and that
1.
is sold. Well, Hussain, you will definitely have a job with Sakib to level up his account. So that's something. But all the best. Hussain joins. Sakib joins Hussain team for 10 million.
Nice twisting. Hussein Jones. Okay, so can we have
Sorry, which team, Hussain?
ARP? Can you confirm?
Hussain has replaced Sahil as manager for now.
Sahil. We
Could you
can't
confirm the team,
Sahil or
please?
Sahi? We can't find Sahil.
Choco 11.
Okay.
Choco 11.
Choco 11. Okay.
Okay. Of course, can't deny the
Okay.
creativity
The third
with
player
the
of
names.
Alpha Plains. Okay, he's from Bandana Bandits as well. Level 75, can play center back, CDM, CM, and strikers as well. He's in tier 3, so the starting price is Samant.
40 million.
40 million, okay.
Come on, I know you guys are going to bid. Let's bump it
Prashant
up
already. So his ex-teammate already did a bid for
come on,
Alpha
Prashant,
Play.
bump it up to 50. Bump it up to 50. Let's do a 10 million increment. Come on. Don't cheap out on me now. Let's do a bump up to 50. Raj raises 46, Prashant raises 48. Sagar 50. Sagar and Raj 50. So we need a tiebreaker. We need a bigger number. Let's see 60. Let's see 60, guys. Multiple bids with 44, 54. Let's see 60. 64. Prashant with a bid for 64. 64 million. Raj is 66. ERP 66. Let's see 70. Let's see 70. Let's see 70 million, boys. Let's see 70 million. Prashant raises 80 million right away. 80 million. Prashant Sagar with 80 million. 80 million. 80 million from Prashant Sagar. 80 million. 80 million. 86 million. Prashant Sagar raises 86 million. Sagar raises 90 million. 90 million. Prashant Sagar 96 million. 96 million. Milton 96 as well. Let's see 100. Let's see 100, boys. Let's see 100. Let's see a tiebreaker 100. We need a tiebreaker. We're not going to award both of you. We need a tiebreaker of 100. Come on, 100 million. Let's see 100 million. Come on, don't keep me waiting. Let's see 100 million. Oh, Milton comes up 100 million. 100 million. Prashant Sagar 102. 102. 102 won't count, of course. 105. 105. Prashant Sagar 105 million.
Prashant is
105.
desperate to buy his old teammate, I guess, and that will be his first buy as well.
105 million
I
from Prashant
guess
Sagar
it's
going
done,
once,
yeah.
twice, and sold.
Sold
Alpha
to
joins
Prashant Sagar,
Prashant
and
Sagar.
this is the first player he bought today. At last.
Let's see the next player we have. Sean, of course, I think everybody knows Sean. Unless we have a second Sean in the league.
Sean the sheep actually plays for Blue Tigers. Yeah. Very good striker, guys. If you're looking for a striker or winger as well.
Very good offensive
He's
player,
from
of course.
tier 3. So the starting price will be 40 million, right, Samant?
Yes, Jojo with the opening bid 40 million. 40 million. Jojo with an opening bid of 40 million. 40 million. Are we following dollars or Indian rupees? 40 million. Jojo with a bid for 40 million going once, twice, and sold. Okay, why is that is surprising?
Actually, that is surprising. Yeah, man.
Okay, there's just one bid and okay. I guess Sean joins Jojo's team for 40 million. The next player we have is Lazy Titan, who did play with LOLs last season, of course. Lazy Titan starts off at tier 3 and he can play at CB, DM in the midfield and the striker. Lazy, of course, tier 3 starts off at 40 million. Jojo with a bet for 40 million once again. Let's bump it up to 50. If you're going to bid, let's bump it up to 50. Come on, guys. You're going to cheap out on with $2-3 million or rupees or pounds. I'm going to count down every currency. Jojo with a bid for 50 million, 50 million, 50 million. Jojo with a bid for 50 million going once. Okay, Sagar comes in. 52 million from Sagar. Sagar, Mukesh comes in 54 million, 54. Mukesh comes in 54 million, 54 million. Jojo comes in 60 million. 60 million from Jojo for Lazy Titan. 62. Let's see, bump up to 70. Let's see a tiebreaker for 70. There we go. Jojo with a bid for 70 million. 70 million for Lazy Titan. 70 million from Jojo for Lazy Titan. 70 million. Okay, Mukesh backs out. Current bid stands at 70 million from Jojo for Lazy Titan. 70 million. Sagar raises 75 million, but of course it won't count. Bid at Jojo. Jojo bid for 70 million. Maya Prakash comes in at 74 million. 74 million from Maya Prakash. 74 million going once, twice, and sold.
Lazy Titan sold to
Could we
Maya
confirm if
Prakash?
Sagar bid will be considered or not? It will not be
I
considered.
guess no. Okay, yeah. Even
Okay.
Okay, Lazy Titan sold to Maya Prakash.
For 74 million.
74 million. Okay, can I have the next player now? Mr.
We have
Step Killer.
Step Killer. We have Mr. Step Killer, who of course starts off at tier 3. Tier 3, which
Yeah,
starts off at 40 million.
he's from Thailand, by the way, guys. He played for Ice Engine last season.
40. Okay, Milton opens a bet with 40. Dhanush beats it. 42 million. 42 million. 42 million. 46. Sagar raises it. 46 million. 46 million. Dhanush raises 48. Come on, let's see 60. Let's see 60. Come on, let's see 60. Now, come on, Sagar. Let's see 60. Dhanush, let's bump it up to 60. Let's see a big number. Let's not waste time. It's already pretty late. It's almost 1 a.m. There you go. Milton with a bid for 60 million. 60 million, 62. Dhanush raises 62 million. 62. Dhanush with a bid for 62. Sagar comes in 64 million. 64 million. Dhanush raises 66 million. Sagar 64, 68, 70. Milton 70. Come on, let's go 80. Let's go 80. Come on, boys. Let's go 80. Let's go 80. Let's see a good number 80. 80, Milton and Dhanush 80. Let's see 90. Let's see 90 tiebreaker. Let's see 90 tiebreaker 90. Come on. Let's see a tiebreaker 90. Dhanush with a bet for 82 million. Milton 86. Milton with an 86 million. Sagar with an 88 million. 88. Come on, there's a tiebreaker. Let's push 200. Let's see 100. I want to see 100. Virus, let's not consider anything below 100, I guess. Is that allowed?
Yeah, obviously.
At this point in the night, come on. We need to hit 100 right away. It's very clear all of you guys want this players. Come on, guys. Let's hit 120, 100, 120. Come on. Current standard Dhanush with 94 million.
Dhanush and Sagar is fighting for this player. Milton was fighting and then he left. Now it's between Dhanush and Sagar, I guess. Okay, Milton is coming back, I guess. Yeah, he's back with 100 million.
There you go. That's what you call round figures. A number with a lot of rounds.
Okay. Can he buy this player with 100 million?
100 million, Milton.
3, 2, 1.
100 million.
GG, sold.
And sold.
Hello. Hi, guys. Virus.
Hey, Faraz.
Yeah, what's up, boys?
Welcome back, Faraz.
Yeah, bro. So how's it going?
Yeah, it's going well. Do you want to take over?
No, it's fine. Like we all three can stay here if it's fine.
Obviously. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Like I just saw this player, Step Killer, dude. Like he's a steal. Trust me, he's a very good player. I am playing with him.
If I were a manager, I would have bet 150 right away.
Oh my god, we have
Adi, the OG center back of the.
Yeah, the streamer itself.
The streamer itself. Guys, for his hard work, he should be at least 200 million, I guess.
No, man, this is very rude.
He's tier 3, but let's
no,
start
man,
at 100. Let's start 100. Come on, guys.
Okay.
Come on, let's start 100.
Okay.
ARP already did a bid with 50 million.
Okay, so it's 52 right now.
52, Dhanush with a 52. Can we see a bump up to 60? Come on, let's have a big increment. 60 million.
I mean, guys, come on. Like I understand he was on a break, but like he might have improved with that break. Everyone needs a break. Okay, so you're 70 right now.
70s, Dhanush 72. Dhanush, come on, don't cheap out on me at 1 a.m. in the night. Okay, let's see big numbers. Don't be the guy who bids 1,001 rupee and 2,001 rupee. Okay, let's come on, let's see big numbers. Let's see big numbers, boys. Sagar with a bid for 90. Let's with a bid for 90. Okay, Dhanush backs out. Sagar with a bid for 90 million.
Come on. He's at least 100 million. He's a centre back, boys. Okay, so I think it's going to Sagar.
90 million going once, twice, and sold.
Sold to Sagar.
We'll have to confirm this. I'm not sure if Milton's bid is going.
I think it's went to Sagar. It was pretty late. I feel so. Congratulations, Adi. My god.
Another CV back to back.
This is like I just want to play that audio clip, but I think it's not appropriate. But let's like obviously like everyone knows. So go for it, guys. A
So
top,
number
top, top
tier
player
two.
center
Let's
back.
start 100. Okay, big number straight away. 100 million.
100.
Let's see
Yeah.
150. Let's see 150. Come on, Prashant Sagar. Let's see 150.
Come
We
on,
all
like
know it's.
he can
Let's see
literally,
200. Let's see 200.
yeah, he can literally improve your defense, guys. Like you just give him any defender alongside to him, and he'll improve that defender.
Yeah,
He has
dude,
that.
yeah,
Yeah,
fellas.
he
I think
holds
we
that.
are all of us are sure that it's going to hit 300 anyway. So
Yeah,
might
like
as well
he,
just
like
keep 200.
the guy holds that aura in the at the back. Like it's just like everyone becomes better when they're playing with him.
170,
Okay, yeah,
170. Milton
180.
180.
Come on, like 300 is easy, boys. Like just don't wait for anyone
Let's
else
say
to pick.
200. Let's see 200, boys. Let's see 200. There you go. Noob song with the 200. Let's see 220. Anyone
He's
220? 220 million.
a proper old school typical center back you need in your team. So 220 is right now.
220. Milton bets for 220 million. 220 million. Anyone with the 240, 240, 250? Come on, let's see. So let's see some big numbers. Milton with a bid for 220, 220 million, 220 million, 220 million
Okay,
going
see you.
once, going twice, and
Oh my god, that's a very good deal. That's a very good deal. Good job, Milton.
okay. Well, not the first surprise tonight, so
Yeah,
can't really.
good job. Great job, man. Great job. Okay, he has step killer as well, guys. I'm telling you, like he has like two very good center backs right now. Milton, Rafid
Okay, it's
CV,
Rafid CV.
Rafid CV by his,
One of the best cam of the
one of the
community, I
best
will
cam.
say. He
Yeah,
he
one
can
of the
play
best.
cam, CM, CDM anywhere.
Well,
Yes, like
He plays for Infernal Darrells.
Virus,
He was in
Infernal Wolf,
yeah.
and he is
He
very
was
Virus,
in
let's
very
Tots
start
known.
at
as well.
200. Virus, let's start at
Yeah, I
200.
guess the bait started with 100.
Well, I
100.
mean that's a formality, right?
Okay,
Let's start at
Jojo
200, boys.
already bought Paloma. Now he's targeting Rafid as well. I mean, that's gonna be a
Oh,
fun
acha,
midfield.
he bought Paloma as well. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, Mehdi with a 130, 130 million. Mehdi with
Like
130 million.
I'll just give you the like if our managers are looking for him, like he is a cam like who always try to make progressive passes, and that's and he
Obviously.
like yeah, and he when he does that, he makes sure like he is not doing it just on like a random. He doesn't play any random passes. Like he knows what he's doing, so he's a cam
Yes.
you always need in your team. Like obviously because I'm playing with him in Infernal for the BD League, so I know his game. He score goal.
Yeah.
He's a goal scoring cam. Like it's a very less. There are very less cams who can score goals as well. So yeah.
Right now we are at 270. Yeah, we with 270, 275. Can we have a 300? Come on, let's have a 300. Come
Come
on,
on, guys.
what
Like
about?
he can like yeah he can like convert your defense to
He
attack
will
in
be
like
the
seconds.
guy. He will be the guy as well who will help the team as well.
Yep.
Technically.
Very yes. Very good in like taking charge on VC as well. He's very good in controlling the mid and everything. Okay, so we have 300.
Well, ARP and Madi, I know we are going to hit 350 anyway. So let's do it right now. Let's get the small talk out of the way. Let's see 350. Let's see 350. Come on, let's see 350.
Okay, so I see 30 right now.
330, 330, 330. Dude, come, we all know where you're
Oh,
going, Madi. ARP, let's see
no,
350.
wow.
Come on, let's see 350.
Okay, now
350 Madi as well.
if I'm not wrong, like this is Mehdi's first player. If I'm not wrong,
Yeah,
Team,
yeah.
team
This
set.
will be his
the
first
first,
player. Only
yeah, the first
only
player
he
he's
left who
yeah, basically the first player he's going all out for him.
timer
So
is
I think
ticking and ARP. Okay.
yeah,
It's a war
yeah,
between ARP and Mahdi.
yeah, this ARP.
Guys, come on, join this who are 370 million is now. Mahdi, can we have a beat from your
This
side?
is ARP
Yes, it's
knows what he is.
375.
ARP knows what he is
For us,
doing.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and let's say 500.
No, I don't like.
Is that too much to ask?
I think it's just a
They have
matter of
the
time
budget.
from here.
For us, the
I
thing
think
they have the budget to beat 500 million as well.
currently, honestly speaking, I think ARB is just having fun with Mary right now because he knows like how good friends they are, and he might go all out for him. And he was saving all the amount for him.
And of course,
But yeah,
Rafid
like
has been sold to Mehdi for 375 million.
Yeah, I think fair
The
enough.
first,
Like
the first buy,
from Mehdi Islam.
yeah,
Fair enough.
for Mahdi Islam,
Oh, a
and
statement
obviously a
signing.
very good
First
player.
statement signing.
It's okay. Like if he has his player.
Okay, it's
Okay,
CJ
so he just
Swat.
short.
The Leap got another one of the best center back of the community as well.
Again,
He's
true.
the manager and the captain of Rezoros, and he didn't play last season. So now let's see. There will be a war between, I know, but let's see. 100 million. The starts bid starts with 100 million, 105. ARP with 150. Wow. Mahdi
Wow.
155.
We have like
Let's
too
sit
many
back.
good center backs.
Let's sit back, guys. It's going to be another war between ARP and Mahdi, I think.
Yes. Like guys, I just want to say like there are 14 teams and like we don't have many quality center backs. Like you have to go for good center backs. Like you don't want any another position player to fill in a center back and then mess it up for you guys. So
Yeah,
just
obviously.
get players who like to play center back passionately. Sixty-five right now, Jojo.
265.
Okay, so I think it goes to Jojo. Fair enough. A very good signing.
Okay, so I guess CJ Swat sold to Jojo. And look at the players. Jojo have Paloma, CJ
Yeah,
Swat,
Akul,
Sean,
Sean, Paloma.
Akul,
Yeah,
Maddie.
that's a pretty good attack. And of course, man himself, Jojo.
So Jojo have the lead of the center back, the lead
Yeah,
of the defense line actually.
Jojo has decided to play foot. He is
Yeah,
investing
now
everything on the attackers.
Jojo has the lead of his defensive line, CJ Swat. Now let's see.
Yeah,
Can I see the next player? Adi. I mean, she was only interesting name.
interesting. So last player for the day.
I mean, if managers are up to do more, then we are in actually.
She was only played with
We
Kolkata.
can do. I think Adi, we can do like five more players if
Yeah, I
that
think
possible.
15. If 15 is a good number to end, I suppose.
I think Prashant has to leave. If Prashant is okay with it, we can continue.
Which Prashant?
Prashant
Prashant
Sagar.
Me,
Sagar.
me. Well, done,
With
bro. I have to
हाँ
fucking
तो
leave for
भाई
Pune tomorrow at 6:30, dude.
अरे ठीक है भाई इतना डिटेल में नहीं जानना
Possibility
भाई
for
ठीक है
replacement to bid for
Okay,
you.
let's finish up with this player.
नहीं
She
नहीं
was only
it's okay like we'll finish after this Prashant
Okay, thanks, bro.
sure
she was only at tier 3, which is of course 40 million opening bid.
40 million
And
okay
played
so
for FCD Kolkata last season.
like I'm sure like this guy has some another name which we know but like this is some made up name because if he's a player of level 100 which and playing for FC Kolkata then I would have known him so I think like if he's tier 3 like don't sleep on him honestly speaking can you confirm Adi like if he has any another name given or Adi or something sorry if like it's not
No,
Babos right
no, it's not Babos. It's Discord ID, EID. Both are she was only,
okay
and he plays for FCD Kolkata.
okay but
Last season
okay,
actually he played. I guess people ARP is saying that this is influencer Vavesh.
okay no worries okay I think we can go with the countdown Flamingo okay Sagar Rao is here
Sagar Rao is
with the
here with
base bid.
40 million.
Sagar Rao trying to be smart and sneaking in with that 40 million bid I think Prashant is not here. Prashant, are you there for one more player? Like because this was a
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
short.
Okay, quickly.
Oh,
Sure.
okay. Let's just do one more last player. Good signing by Sagar now at 40 million. He's going with a number as well.
Okay,
Spark Seeker.
Spark Seeker.
Isn't it Sakit bhai? Who is this?
Can I have the detail? He played
Summons?
for Imperial
Uh,
Falcons.
yes,
Is,
Someone
he's
can
my,
say.
is this
uh,
Sakit bhai?
yes, he's my brother only.
Okay, so like, is he playing? So I doubt like PM the managers know him, but whoever knows him, like he is.
Well, he did play for Imperial Falcon last season. Not all
Wow.
the games.
So like, if okay, so if he's available, I think like he is a bargain. Guys, you should go for him. Only I think only few managers know about him. But yeah, like he's been playing since IPCL days, and I know what kind of a
Well, I
player he
mean,
is.
him and we've been playing FIFA since like FIFA 9.
Yeah.
So it's not like he's new to the game or anything.
Of
So
course, of course.
he's someone who knows the game in and out.
Yes,
He knows
yes,
the
he's a
plays.
very experienced player in defense, CDM, CB, left back, right back. Plays with a very tall pro, even at DM, and he is pretty comfortable with it. So 60 right now.
Well, I'm not gonna say much
Surbai is
because there's
leading
a
the
personal conflict of interest. So I'm just gonna let
Packers
people
with
say.
62. Sagarbai
Yeah,
with
64
64.
right now. Okay,
66.
66. We are on 60. We get
Documenting the
70.
win by 2 only. 80 for Sagar Rao. And
Okay,
the timer is
and the
ticking
countdown.
by 4,
I think,
3,
I think,
2,
yeah.
1. So
I think
to
it's a
Sagar.
honestly speaking, I think it's a fair price because he is making a comeback to pro clubs after a couple of years. So I think I'm very happy to see him again if he's playing.
No, actually,
But
he has played in season 3. I think he's made at least 10-15 appearances.
oh wow, so I hope like he is more active from now onwards. So
Oh
I
yeah, no,
think we
I
are
think
done
right
for
now,
the day.
yeah.
Yes, yeah, we're done for the day.
So yeah, Adi, like we can just get the screenshot of this whole thing and we can just share it on the LinkedIn so
Manager's chat,
everyone.
yeah.
So thank you, managers, for staying up late. So tomorrow we can try and start on time because today we just had some introduction rules and stuff, so it took some time. But tomorrow I think
We'll
we can
try to
just
finish, yeah, set 2 and set
yeah,
3.
yeah. Tomorrow I think we won't have any like formalities, so we'll just start the auction directly.
Yeah. So before wrapping up the stream, do you want to say something about the players for us?
I think like Adi,
Come
if
on,
you can just if
the
you can
top
just
5 teams or top 5?
like you can just stick
But
with the screen.
Parag, by this, I don't mind starting earlier tomorrow, huh? If all the other managers agree.
ओके भाई ओके अरे भाई
Okay, okay, okay.
बाकी मैंने ऐसे क्यों पूछना है भाई तूने बोल दिया बस हो गया भाई बाकी तो क्या है ऐसे ही आया ना भाई इधर हाँ, ठीक है let's just go through the teams virus
I guess Gayataki is done with his team.
okay I
He
think
have
he might
80.
yeah he might start the practice tomorrow
Yeah, I guess he's going
yeah
to. He's going to.
uh
Okay, I just let's go through the teams at first.
match is
So
down
Mahdi Islam with Phoenix Panthers.
with like
He just
almost
got
more than
one place
1,000
only.
yeah
Yeah,
yeah
so his budget left 1,125.
yep.
And Gayataki, I guess he bought 13 players, right? Actually,
Yes
12, including
including
him
him
13.
yeah
Yeah, including him 13.
right right.
So he have 88 million left. And then Galacticos by Prashant Sagar bought only
Okay,
one
so he
player.
has one player, so even he has a lot of budget left.
Budget, yeah, 1,395 million. And then Lethal Lions by Maya Prakash, who all bought three players. Yeah, Archeo Seljan and Lazy Titan. So he have 846 million left. And then
Okay.
Space Jump by Raj Pekres. We already bought
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I guess,
How
right?
how is this possible? Like how are like that's so obvious that Raj is going to take all these players and still
Yeah, and
he has
look at the
managed to
players.
take all
Look
of
at the
them.
players he took, like Diablo, Aman,
Yeah,
Woken Up,
this is literally the
Speedy.
players he would have wanted, and everyone let him took all those players. But again, like very good team. Like he still have like almost 400 million left. So yeah,
Yeah, almost 400, 380 million left, and then ARP with winners win who bought two players from him beautified Johnny and Rasso, and he have 1,025 million left, and then Lungi Leverkusen by Star Y or Star Boy. He
Okay.
bought total six players, so he have
Okay.
450 million left, and then Mukesh with ball roll. And how many players he bought? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. I guess, yeah, eight. So he have like
Okay.
502 million left, and then I don't undying.
Mukesh. Okay, so
Yeah,
Mukesh has done pretty well with his team. Like, yeah, I think he has already has 7 players, including him, like 8 players, including him, and 400 million left. So
yeah.
like, he has some good players as well, like
There
very
are some good players in set two
yeah,
and set
top of
three.
the
Yeah, I
charts
guess
players, and yeah, I think he is making a very balanced team with
balanced team.
some
Yeah,
yeah some very like from the tier 4 players, tier 3 players, and some tier 1 players. So yeah, that's a good
Well,
thing.
honestly, the two teams I would be on the lookout for day two of the auction will obviously be Jojo and Ice Engine, because Ice Engine still has 850 million for just 6 players. So
True,
that is a big budget
and
to fill.
guys, like this team is good. Like I'm telling you, like many people don't know how good this step killer guy is. He is a beast at the back. I'm telling you, he plays from Thailand. I don't know what ping he is getting. I think it's not that high, but still he owns any defensive position he's playing. So yes, I think CDIP is a great player. Void is there, but again, he has a lot of budget left.
And another team I would be on the lookout for tomorrow is Jojo, of course, who has pretty good players and still has 700 million left. So that is someone I'd
yeah.
keep an eye out. That's a good budget, and not many players could fill in
Jojo
from
has,
starting here.
yeah, like I think the day one has to go with, for me, like it has to go with Sagar Rao. Like he got Razu X, Booze, then like Ashu Barua. Like these are very, like you can depend on them.
Balanced
Like
team.
these are
Yeah.
very good defender. Ashu is like a very good, very solid
Ashu is
defender.
there. Adi is there.
Yeah.
Nabil Foot is also
Nabil is
there.
there, yes, and even Anwar is a very good player. So yeah, he's
Yeah.
making a pretty solid team.
Well, I guess
And if
Ashu
we
and
look
Spot
about
Seeker at right back and left back is confirmed. So that is any teams trying to
100%.
face them. So they're your tactical point. Spot
Yep.
Seeker at left back and Ashu at right back.
and
And
if
like
we
have
see about
like
Cappy's
again
team, Rookie CF,
like having Rezu is like obviously a mental advantage like against all the opponents.
and the top
And
scorer
like
of this season.
yep, like 360 is a steal, man, like for the Zwix, honestly speaking.
Yeah, we'll talk
Like
about the steals after the
sure.
introduction of the teams.
Yes.
So Cappy with Rookie CF, he has 586 million left, and he bought four players: Seth
Yep.
Nephilim, who is actually known as Aban, and Primo, red card, goodbye.
Primo. So yeah, I think Primo was his priority, and again, like
Yeah,
one of the best
the
midfielders in the
best
country.
midfielders, Cam, CM,
I
CDM,
consider him
can
as
play
a
anywhere.
one of the best box to box. Like
Yeah, same.
he is very good at getting the ball back and starting the build up and ending like giving it an end result. So yeah, one of the best midfielders we have right now.
And then Jojo with his team. Sorry, Adi, did you say anything? Oh, yeah. Okay,
Okay.
so of day one, Primo is the most expensive player. Yeah.
Okay.
So Primo
Okay.
is the most expensive player, and then after Primo, I guess
I think
is it
it's Nehal.
Rasoix
I think it's
or
Nehal
Nehal?
with 390.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nehal with 390,
And
and
then I
third
think
position,
Resu is
I guess
360.
Rasoix
Yeah.
360 million. Yeah,
So let's just complete with the teams. So then we have Choco 11.
yeah. Choco 11. Uh,
I'm still looking for that one guy who suggested that name to Sahib, but I think we'll see him soon.
I'm just waiting for tomorrow, to be honest, because look at that team like Mahdi, Prashant, and Sandmeister.
Yeah,
This guy,
that's a good move. Like every auction, like this has been a lesson. Like, but people don't. I don't know how people miss this. Like, obviously, a second day is much better. Like there are like people have the list. There are almost 190 players, and there are like I understand like the players like Primo, Rezu, like these players are obviously someone that you cannot miss. But
Yeah.
again, there are players by like you can get on half of the price and still you can make your team balance. So I think that's the smart move. And we have
I think
bloodlines.
everyone needs to also keep in mind that it's about the chemistry between the players, not just having
100%,
11
100%.
top players.
I've seen teams with all foot players and they have failed miserably. But again, like there are teams, but like of some strangers, but for some reason they had a good chemistry and they have done well in the tournament. So obviously that's what pro clubs is about.
Yeah. So, do you guys want to talk about the steals of the day?
Series of the day, I'll say humble for me. I
Okay,
think
humble
for
with
some
two team as well because Milton is also from Ice Engine and Step
right.
Killer as well. Saman,
And
from your
again,
point of view.
Well, let's see. Firstly, of course, I have to choose Ashu for just
Okay.
135. Again, you might question the ability or you might not question the ability. I'm not going to talk about that. Obviously, he's one of the best
he
white
is
bats
one
in
of
the
the
league.
most reliable defenders right
Yeah,
now.
and he is probably, like I mentioned this earlier, he's the most active member of the community
Correct,
while
correct.
playing. So if you want somebody who's available and
So
being getting Ashu for 135 has to be the biggest deal. And the second one, I would say Sean for 40
what?
Yeah.
for
I
Diablo.
didn't see that, man.
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to say about
Oh my
Sean. I
God!
mean,
How is this possible, guys? He is active now. What you guys have done?
So I think that could be a factor for all the managers, but Sean
No, but he is
will.
active. Like he is like coming on practices
okay.
for
So,
like
so from my point of view, I guess I will say about three players. First of all, Johnny with 200 million is a steal because uh he's one of the best winger I will say in the
oh,
community. Like he can dribble, he
oh,
can shoot, he can do whatever anyone wants in the wing. And then Sean obviously with 40 million as a striker. Uh I mean I'm gonna say Raso as well. R Raso with 275 million as a CB because there are few CBs like him, but
correct,
his price
correct.
was just 275 million. Yeah, so there are like three steals from my point of view.
We are not going to talk about Prady, yeah.
Brady is Brady is the biggest deal, man. What can I say about Brady?
It's
Okay,
okay.
so that's
That's,
it. I guess
yeah, that's
I'll
it.
see
Let's
you
wrap
guys
it up.
tomorrow.
See you guys tomorrow. Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, everyone. Adi, you can
Thanks, everyone. See you tomorrow.
yeah see you tomorrow same time.
Tomorrow, same time, right?
Yeah, same time.
We'll let you know the time by tomorrow morning, bro. Like, we'll start a bit early if possible.
For now,
Like,
just
just
think like same time, but we'll try to
same
start
time,
little
yeah.
bit
Like,
early.
yeah, because now we have everything set up, so we can just start early and we
Can
can end it early.
can we
That's
can we know the remaining players like from the set each set, something like that?
No, sets cannot be revealed. You
No,
have the players list, but we cannot reveal the sets. That is the fun part.
no, that is fine.
no,
Yeah,
no.
you
I
have
think
the
you just want the remaining player, or you want it
Remaining
by
players. No, no,
sets.
remaining players.
I think
only
we can.
remaining players. Yeah, you can
Yeah,
get
I
it
think
from
we
the
can
files.
give them the remaining players, right? Uni? That's not a
Yeah,
problem.
yeah, yeah. We can give it. Yeah, that's
Cool,
fine.
cool, bro. We'll give it to you.
Thanks,
Thank you.
guys.
Okay, guys. See you then. GG's.
Okay, man. GG's.